because
Just cut that simp shit out, man. That's all.
there is going to be a GM that goes, and that might leak into our organization. That might go beyond his business. I see what Marvin's
You can say
about.
that. How many players can you say that about?
You can say that about a lot of people, but the fact that
there is literally a market for IG models and reality stars who prey on young, rich athletes. There's no possible way to police that where a nigga putting his dick in. And I can't believe we even talking about this shit.
No, but how often does it affect the entire organization? How often?
What can she do to affect the organization, bro? Name one thing.
She can fuck up his play because he
F up his play from abroad. Jay, do you hear this? Look, what we talking about?
What Marv said. This stuff is all over social media. You don't think this?
Look at matter of fact, nigga. Look at Kobe and Vanessa back in the day. That don't leak. How did that leak into play? You can't get no worse than messing with a broad than that.
It didn't leak into play, but it definitely affected the organization because they had to answer for that stuff.
And do you think the Lakers would? Do you think the Lakers would say, you know what? If we had to do that again, we wouldn't have Kobe. We'd get rid of Kobe Bryant, so we didn't have to deal with that.
First of all, you're talking about one of the high-powered. You're talking about one of the most high-powered, respectable organizations of all time.
Exactly.
Come on now, be real, Jay. Be fucking for real.
Come on now.
What up? What up? Welcome to the All Grind Sports Show. We are politically incorrect. I go by the name of JC, and this is episode 132, I believe. This is our official Christmas special. It'll probably be Christmas by the time most of y'all see this. So Merry Christmas to all. Thank you to my brothers for, popping up on the show, man. I know y'all, you know what I'm saying, could be with y'all families and, all kind of spit today, man. But y'all came and y'all popped out, man. So I appreciate y'all. And no place I'd rather be than with my brothers out here. I love y'all, man. Appreciate you. Secondly, to the fans, man, we had a great 2024 year, man. I'll be posting them statistics soon. But thank y'all for rocking out the way y'all have been. Make sure y'all continue to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Y'all could have been anywhere in the world, but y'all here with us. We appreciate that. So let's get into it, man. First off, we got a long time no see in the building. From the So Icy gang, tatted like a biker gang. My guy Andre, the sports junkie, is back.
Yes, sir.
Been a minute, man.
Good it feels good to be back. And with that being said, it might be a little rusty, but it's podcast
Tuesday.
Let's go.
Turn up.
Finally.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate it.
Welcome back, Dre.
What happened?
Said welcome back, nigga.
Thank you, man. I
miss
y'all.
picking on you, man. You got to stay in the mix mode.
Oh yeah, no, I miss it, bro. I missed y'all. It's okay, Coop. It's okay.
Then next up, we got my youngin in the building, one of the most brilliant sports minds, period. I don't care what age, bracket, whatever. One of the most brilliant sports minds, period, that I know on the planet. Ole Miss's finest, my guy Jay Will.
Yes, sir. I didn't hear a lot of apologies because I heard a lot of people wrong last week, and they swore up and down in certain upsets.
And they didn't pull it back up. Ain't that some spit?
But it's cool. It's cool.
Shout out to Coop. I
ain't scared of nobody. Pull up. Yeah.
Coop said I stand on business.
I stand on my business. Hey, but you realize my point spreads was right, so I don't care.
To be fair,
he was talking Vegas. That's fair.
It was more direct than Vegas, but you know.
I stand on it.
It really was Coach and Ragu that was on his neck the most.
I was. Yeah, I was.
He said spectrum. He said strategic.
And then we next up, we got my guy from the 216. An unfamiliar face back in the building.
Sir.
This is a real long time no see.
Yes, sir.
Got my guy Tyrell Jackson in the building.
This was the representation.
I'm telling Flex.
Tell him I screaming to the mountaintops, brother. I screaming to the mountaintops. The representation is back, baby. And I got some.
Yeah, you got spit to get off your chest. We'll holler.
Mm-hmm.
And then today, I can finally say the official big bro of the All Grind Sports Show from the No Big Deal podcast. My guy Marvin Coop in the building.
What's happening, fellas? Merry Christmas. Happy holidays to you.
Merry Christmas, brother.
Good to see y'all.
Hey,
Mr. Jackson, good to see you.
Yes, sir.
Mr.
Likewise,
Williams, good to see you. Sports Junkie. Fuck the Patriots, but I'm glad to see you.
Amen. Amen. Amen.
See you, bro.
Hey, real quick though, Coop, I'm gonna need you to send me that recipe for that cinnamon toast crunch because that shit looked fire.
Oh, you
Yes,
gotta
sir.
pay for that, bro.
Yes.
That nigga said a recipe for cinnamon toast crunch, or is it a cinnamon toast crunch
it's a-
flavor?
It's a cinnamon toast crunch cheesecake. Yeah.
Oh, okay. You gotta be specific. I'm like, nigga,
Yeah,
you need
no,
a
my
recipe
bad.
for
Should've put
cereal,
more
nigga?
context.
Yeah, I was about to say, bro, you can just go to Walmart and get the box.
It's a bowl and milk,
Just
nigga. Like,
I understand context is everything, so my bad on that one.
Yeah, come on now.
so that being said, we are going to recap our first round bowl games of the playoffs, and then get into our predictions for the second round. And we'll set it off since it's the Sports Junkies' first day back. Set it off with your squad, man. I mean, I know the first round was pretty much a dud, but we'll still get into it anyway. After that first game, how you feeling?
Honestly, there's obviously still some room for improvement, definitely going into this offseason, but I'm starting to kind of understand little by little how Ragu and them low-key feel. I saw that we went up 14-0 on Buffalo, and I was happy for about 2.5 seconds. Then I realized, oh shit, it's still the first half. But
say, brother, you really haven't been here in a long time.
Are we talking about
we are not talking about your bum Boston Patriots.
Yeah, come on, man. I ain't talking
That's
about
how I know he ain't an old State fan for real, because he
Yeah,
ain't even
I'm
thinking
saying,
about this.
I thought you
talking
were
about them garbage ass Patriots.
I thought we were still talking then.
You think we giving the
NFL.
fluff to sorry niggas like that?
I thought y'all were.
He said the
I
first
was a little
round.
shocked myself. That's why I was like, okay.
JC clearly said the first round playoffs. So,
I did not
is
hear
it playoffs in the football yet, bro? No,
my bad. I did not hear that part.
Gotta clean them ears out, bro.
Man,
ain't
nobody talking about them sorry niggas.
This. That was a much needed win. That was a much needed win for O State for me. I love the fact that they got out the first round. They weren't one and done. But now we move on to the rematch where we're playing Oregon, and I am fully confident this time because how we lost last time was due to poor time management.
I ain't gonna lie, that was arguably, I would say at least like top 3 games minimum of the year.
This year.
That was a fire game right there.
But no, I'm glad they handled business. They did what they were supposed to do in the first round. And of course, for me, there was a little bit of nervousness just because it's a playoff game and anything can happen. So I'm glad that they got off to a hot start and they kept their foot on the pedal and they didn't stop till that clock hit 0-0. Tennessee did make a little they did make a little push, but once that second half got rolling, it was Jeremiah Smith couldn't be stopped. Caleb Downs. I mean, O State did what they were supposed to do in round 1. Now it's just focusing on this rematch. And I believe, like Jay Will said earlier, they are the Rose Bowl.
Yes, sir. It was a very crazy game, only because I came in the game thinking Ohio State was going to win. And then like 30 minutes prior to the game, it's like the stadium is like halfway full with Tennessee fans. And I'm sitting here thinking, Ohio State? Why is there so many Tennessee fans at an Ohio State setting?
I mean, ain't that far. He act like it's that far, nigga. Like it's
no, but I'm saying
it's only 6 hours.
Compared to
It's only 6 hours.
That's like from here to the Bay.
But Ohio State should have built that stadium up. Like once those tickets came out, Ohio State fans should all have been on that. But regarding that, I do feel like Ohio State came in, they were easily the better team. Tennessee was a temple team. If you could stop the run, you could beat Tennessee. And they did that. Ohio State was able to move forward against Tennessee's front seven, which some has called the best in the nation, which I disagree with that. But a lot of people think it's like one of the best defenses in the nation when you look at that front seven. Ohio State looked really, really good. My thing is, can they keep this trend going? That's my only thing, because now you got to play the number one team in the nation again. Are we going to see something different? What's going to happen? Because it's going to be a tough one, a very interesting one, and I think it's going to be a really close game.
Fuck all that shit, youngin. Them niggas are scared. Did you see what that tweeted out, man? Did you see before the game, Jay Will, what that Oregon player tweeted out? Come on, Tennessee, we need this dub. Nah, bro, them niggas are scared. They don't want to see Ohio State because they knew for the first time they played that game was bullshit. Like Dre just said, it was bad time management, and they was keeping up with each other. Oregon is not scared like they think they are. So I think Ohio State got something to say with this game. Overall, it was a practice game. Will Howard, you got to step your game up. You sorry as hell. So step your game up, brother.
Thank you,
that
Mark.
practice game. You needed that practice game, bro. But overall, they played good. Defense showed up. Secondary is definitely questionable. But even though, shout out to my boy Caleb Downs. Love you, bro. But your surroundings, need to talk to him.
Yeah.
Work on that, my nigga. But we'll see.
All right, so this is the one thing I don't represent Cleveland on, because y'all know I hate Ohio State. So I'm in the trenches on this one. So let me give you a little insight on this. So for starters, for all of the Ohio State fans that sat back and said that Ryan Day should have been fired after the loss to Michigan, at least for one game, he shut y'all up. Y'all kept saying that he couldn't win the big game, couldn't win this, he couldn't do this. It's time to fire him, time to let him go. He showed y'all. Came back out and they played on all cylinders. They came out with a fire and with a chip on their shoulder. Ohio State played 4 quarters of excellent football all the way around. So I will give them credit for that. It's going to be a tough game against Oregon. Obviously, they're going to come out again with a chip on their shoulders because it is Oregon and everybody's hungry. Everybody is hungry for this game. I don't care if you're rather a player, a coach, or even a fan. Everybody's fired up for this game, and they're going to come out and play like that in this Rose Bowl. I think Ohio State has what it takes to beat Oregon. I think Oregon is one of the worst number one teams in the nation of all time, just because they've gotten there. I'm not saying they're not a good team, they're not a great team, but they're there because other teams lost at the wrong time of the season. That's why they're number one. And with them struggling against Penn State the way they did in the Big Ten championship game, you're playing against a better team in Ohio State, a team that's mad, not only because of how bad Ohio State managed the time in the first game, but because Oregon found a loophole in the time management rules to even win that game in the first place. That's where everybody seemed to forget. They found a way to find that loophole with the 12 men on the field to keep running that clock out. They pissed. They're pissed. This is to me, and I have lived and breathed this Ohio State Michigan rivalry since I was born and raised here. And I'm telling you this right now, for this year alone, this second Oregon game is bigger than Ohio State and Michigan. It really is, because even when they were facing Michigan, all everybody had in their mind was get to the playoffs, and we want to see Oregon. And I think that's one of the reasons why they lost against Michigan, because they thought about Oregon 2 games ahead. They're hungry for this game.
All right, Clemson, Texas.
That's my analysis.
You can do that for a few of these games.
I mean, to me, this game also kind of went how I expected. It started off really, really bad. Like, it was like Clemson the football, which is, to me, not unexpected because, once again, that Texas front seven, who is actually the best front seven in the nation, in my opinion, they have won games all year because of that front seven. They have shown up and shown out. This is why I always feel like when it comes to the college championships, you have to have a balanced team to even have a shot to even go to the national championship game, because stuff like this matters to me, right? People are always going to talk about Quinn Ewers, that Texas offense, Archie Manning, even though he hadn't really even played anything, But the real story is that Texas defense. That Texas defense can really bring them to the national championship game if they continue to play this way. Now, I will say that they kind of fell asleep at the end of the second half or the first half, because that second half, they kind of just looked a little lazy. You know, it's almost like they kind of thought they already had the win in general. And Klubnik kind of started throwing dots all of a sudden. It was kind of like, is this a game? You know what I mean? So I
Right.
feel like if you're Texas, you got to play all 4 quarters. That's my only thing. If they can play all 4 quarters and show that they deserve to be out there, you know, win that championship, then this should be a good little ride for them, because I just don't see any offense in this playoff that's able to like score a bunch of points on Texas.
Mhm.
And it also didn't help Clemson getting outscored 21-7 in that second quarter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, because I mean, granted, they did try to have, you know, they did try to have a pushback. Sorry, but I feel like when you fall behind too early, I mean, when you fall behind like that, it's just really, not saying it's not impossible, but it's just hard to get out of holes like that.
Oh, yeah.
Pause.
Thank you.
Major.
On the road too. Yeah.
And
Deep
that's another thing.
penetration.
You're on the road in a first round playoff game. That's tough.
You can't afford those bad decisions.
Yeah.
And on top of that, they had a sack. They were 3 for 12 on third down and a turnover.
Does
Can we
Is
be
our-
honest here? Who really thought this was going to be a game?
I'd have to go back to the
Last
prediction episode, because it was at least a couple upsets that was murmured on there. Jay probably remember better than me, because
I think
You know
I
what
do,
I'm saying?
to be honest with you, but don't quote me on
I think this college football 12-team thing. I know it was a lopsided weekend in general, but I think this is going to work out in the future. Again, a lot of people weren't happy with the 7-team playoff format. You know, with the NFL when they incorporated a 7-team for each conference, and a lot of people were saying there's no point of a 7 seed; they'll never be the number 2. Well, what did we see last year? What did we see? We saw a 7
niggas
be the
said
number
that
2. Yes.
after what
Yes,
the Giants
seriously.
did.
The Giants weren't a 7 seed when they beat the
They weren't a 7 seed, but nigga, they barely scraped in
But-
the last week and won
No,
the Super
they
Bowl.
did. But what I'm saying is like a lot of people felt like the 7 seed was pointless until you have a team that's going to beat the number 2 seed. It's going to happen. A 12 is going to beat a higher rank team eventually. Like this all is going to play out eventually. We're going to have better, and there are going to be colleges going to be building for this 12-team format. It's only
I
gonna get
disagree
better.
with you. I think if anything, this is gonna probably. I mean, diehard college fans, like, yeah, they're gonna always push for as many college teams in the playoffs
Yeah.
as possible, because they just feel like maybe somebody get popped at some point. But they're right as of right now. It looks like who wasn't supposed to be there like isn't there. So it was like, what did we even have that first round for? Like that's how it looks thus far on their first experiment of it.
Yeah.
From my point of view.
I think it'll get better. I think just like, you know, if
So
you look
you
at
saying
even-
be patient, change.
be patient.
All right.
Because even with like, you think about March Madness, like when you see a 1 seed go against a 16, like you're like, dude, there's no way. And then we see it happen where it's 16.
March Madness is a whole different
So
beast.
I know it's
though.
a whole different beast, but what I'm saying
Whole
is
different animal.
that a lot of people don't give these lower seeds a chance automatically. And they think that these higher seeds are going to start blowing them out, and then it's kind of like, what's the point of this? And it's the same conversation at the end of the day. So what I'm saying is just be patient. This is only year 1 of the 12-team format. It's only going to get better. And these other schools like Alabama, Ole Miss, that miss the college football playoffs by a game or anything like that, they're going to get stronger because they're not trying to miss this next year. They're not trying to. Rather, they're going to be a 12 seed or a 5 seed. It's going to get good.
Let me ask you, because you wasn't here last week. Did you agree with Alabama being left out?
Yes.
All right.
You play. I don't care what conference you play in. I don't care what your strength of schedule is, whatever it may be. You play to win the game at the end of the day. At the end of the day, you play that game on the football field. And if you don't accumulate the wins on the football field, you don't deserve to be in. Plain and simple. Everybody make college football too complicated with strength of schedule and strength of conference.
That's how they be
quality
doing
of
it though.
win. It's stupid because
But sometimes it is that simple. You're right.
if you only beat by one team by 1 point, you shouldn't be in. You won the game.
Right.
Matter. This is the only sport where if you win by 1 point, you get shit.
It held against
It's
you.
the only sport. It's stupid. It's stupid.
At the end of
So,
the
yes,
day,
they
you're trying to
shouldn't
win.
have got in.
You
Exactly.
put your
played to
your
win the game.
pads on just like I do. you put your pants on just like I do, one leg at a time. So that's how everybody should step on the field anyway.
Yep.
Last question on this game is not on this game, but on a Texas future thing. Do y'all think the it's clearing up Archie starts next season or?
Yeah. Yeah, I think Ewers is gone regardless, whether he declares or stays in college.
He may have already declared, if I'm not mistaken, but I could be wrong.
Nah,
And
niggas ain't gonna declare why they still playing.
And when Arch Manning had to step in for those few weeks, he was lighting it up too.
Yeah, he's the future. He is going to be really.
Ewers is like JJ McCarthy. He's not NFL quarterback material.
Oh damn,
That's a good way to put it.
Oh, he's not.
I think he'd be an average.
That's crazy because we ain't even seen JJ yet.
We ain't gonna never see JJ. We ain't gonna never see JJ.
You saw
Lucky Ragu not here. I got some words for him too. But yeah, we ain't gonna see JJ.
We're not seeing. But I will say, Tyrell, I agree with you. I feel like each year, some team is going to complain about not being in. Right? 2 years ago, people were upset.
Yeah, but we thought that it would be perfect with 12 though. Like we didn't think we'd hear about snub. That was supposed to be the whole point.
I'm fine with the entire thing, but eventually somebody's going to get snubbed. It is what it is. But kind of like what you said, if you just win, there is no issue. Like nowadays, like Lane Kiffin was complaining from Ole Miss, talking about Ole Miss should be in this and this and this, and I'm like, as much as I want to agree, you lost to a 4-8 Kentucky team. We're their only SEC win. So you cannot sit here and complain that Ole Miss should be in when you lost to a 4-8 Kentucky team at home. That is
right. And then when y'all still had a chance to redeem yourselves, y'all proceed to lose against Florida. So it's like, no, you don't. No, you don't.
Did that Vanderbilt game keep Alabama out?
Hell yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
I was just about to say that. It did. It most definitely did.
That Vandy game hurt Alabama.
Actually, let me correct that. The Vanderbilt game for Alabama started the cake. The Oklahoma loss was the icing on that cake.
100%. I like how you put that together.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. Yeah.
Because they still had a chance. Like, think about my team, where we're going to get to eventually. We got rolled off after week 2 against Northern Illinois. We got written off. Like, it's over. There is no college football. There is no playoffs for you guys. There is no national championship for you guys. And we bounced back and got into the playoffs. So if Alabama would have beat Oklahoma, we're talking about Alabama being in. There's no doubt in my mind.
Yeah.
Great segue because y'all was next. Indiana and Notre Dame.
Rally Sons of Notre Dame, because we own Indiana, and it was actually a bigger blowout than it was a close game. I will sit back and say this, and y'all can disagree with me or whatever it may be. I think Notre Dame got the best secondary in the entire playoffs. I think we have.
You said that about the Browns a couple years ago, and they got torched in the playoffs. I don't want to hear that shit.
She said not this time.
And we're going against a Georgia team where their quarterback's throwing ducks. We're going duck hunting this year. We're going duck hunting in this next year.
Beck's not playing, apparently. Beck's not even playing.
Even better. So he sucked anyway. So I mean, we got a shot. I'm not gonna get arrogant and go, we're gonna beat Georgia. It's gonna be tough. It's Georgia. But I like our chances. As the Notre Dame player once said, we played 4 quarters of fucking football. And that's exactly what we did. We went out there, handled our business. We didn't have our head coach go out there in the middle of preparing for the game to talk mess on college game day. We didn't have none of that. We walked into our building. We handled our business, got the job done. Let's see what we can do under Sugar Control. And I'm telling you this right now. Notre Dame creates turnovers. They've been creating turnovers all season. They're going to do it again against Georgia. Expect at least 1 turnover from Georgia.
And what's crazy too for you guys is after that Northern Illinois loss, you guys have won your last 11 straight. Since that loss.
Yeah, that's insane.
That loss kind of woke up the beast. It really did. It kind of woke everybody up in the program. That's what.
And then I ain't gonna lie, it was done. Y'all was all kinds of overrated, and Notre Dame always does. It was all type of shit after that. So you right.
Fucking overrated.
I'm just saying they finished with 1-0, and I mean, says something.
Yeah.
I feel like to me, first off, congrats for the win. But this is what I feel like this game, I feel like, shows that they're maybe a little flawed in how they choose these teams because once again, Indiana 11-1, if I'm not mistaken, great record. I do feel like they deserve to be in based on the criteria that they put online. But here's my thing, right?
11-2.
11-2, but before it was 11-1.
Yeah.
But this team,
yeah.
their only like decent win, looking through their schedule, is Michigan. Michigan went 7-5, by the way. So I feel like if they need to make a new rule where it's like every single team needs to schedule like a non-P4 team, because Indiana's schedule was pretty horrible this year. Like it was ranked like 106 out of like 134 college football teams. Like it was pretty horrible. I feel like these teams, they need, or the committee or somebody, they need to force these bigger schools to play each other more often so we can actually truly see which teams are the best 12 teams. Because Indiana, they got smoked by Ohio State. And I was like, if they didn't do good against Ohio State, I'm not going to have any faith in them making any type of runs, not making out the first round whatsoever. And we saw what happened. They came into this game against Notre Dame. To me, Notre Dame was the better team, better coaching. Notre Dame ran through them. Like it was bad. Their quarterback could not throw the football. Their special teams, they were doing like 20-yard punts. I'm like, what are we doing? You know what I mean?
And Tyrell, wasn't that y'all who tried to pay a sorry school like $1.3 million or something to play y'all, and then they
that was Northern Illinois. We paid them $1.3 million
to beat you.
You know what I'm saying? And that, but like again, we got written off after that, and I felt dejected after that loss. I'm like, even I kind of written it off. I was like, yeah, this might be over. And to their credit, again, whatever you want to say about Notre Dame's schedule, whatever it may be, it's going to be a narrative forever. They still, again, you put your pants on one leg at a time, you put your pads on the exact same way. They went out there and they played nothing but great football throughout the rest of the season. They even beat an undefeated team on the way to the playoffs. Say what you want to say about Army. Army was undefeated prior to playing us. So
F them niggas. They just beat my cousin in the championship game.
So when I sit back and say like
JC
Notre Dame is playing like again, what you said, Jay Will, earlier is how your best chance at a national title is being a balanced team. You're looking at a balanced team in Notre Dame. They can run, they can pass, and they play great defense. And they can create turnovers at a moment's notice. Just when you think, oh, it's going to be a normal tackle, here come a fumble out of nowhere. Or just when you thought it's a good pass, here comes Xavier Watts making an interception. Here comes Jordan Clark making an interception, making big plays, making big tackles. Riley Reed is a dual threat quarterback. You got Jeremiah Love, who is going to be one of the best running backs in the nation next year, and is going to be a first round draft pick when
you
he
said
comes
Jordan
out.
Love.
I said Jeremiah Love.
Oh, okay.
I said Jeremiah.
Sounded like you said Jordan.
He's only a sophomore, and y'all saw how good he plays. So this team, and especially with a young offensive line that they have, they got a shot against Georgia. They play complementary football. They got a shot against Georgia. I'm not, like I said, I'm not sitting back and saying they're going to walk in there, beat them. I'm not sitting back and saying we're going to win. It's automatic up. No. What I'm saying is that a lot of people are writing off Notre Dame because it's like, oh, well, it's Georgia, it's SEC. You guys are going to be toast. And that could very well happen. But the way this team has been playing since that loss to Northern Illinois shows me that they have a shot to beat Georgia.
Mm-hmm. And then I also feel like I think people need to realize like Brian Kelly is not at Indy anymore. Meaning that this is a whole new coach, entire new system. You can't really I don't like when people go off the narrative that, oh, Notre Dame, they're destined to choke. You know what I mean? I've always felt like that was more of a Brian Kelly type situation because he's done it at LSU. Can kind of see it. So I'm not gonna write y'all off, even though I will admit after that Northern Illinois loss, I did not see a possibility that y'all win.
I didn't either. I will say
like y'all. Go ahead.
I like Brian Kelly because Brian Kelly restored the greatness of the program. He helped restore it. I give Brian Kelly a ton of credit because this program was in shambles when Brian Kelly came in. But you're right, he never could win big game. And Marcus Freeman's kind of opposite. Marcus Freeman win these big games, but he kind of don't win these small games. Like the games you're supposed to win, he kind of like take a day off or something like that. Kind of irritates me. But I think he even learned from that as well. And historically, it's in favor of Notre Dame. Most Notre Dame coaches that make it to year 3, they either make the national championship or they win the national championship. So historically, it's kind of in favor of Notre Dame in of itself if you think of it from that regard as well. Because even Brian Kelly's third year in Notre Dame, he made it to the national championship.
Got smoked, but yeah.
Last but not least, we got probably the least watchable game, SMU Penn State.
Bro,
Drew
that
Aller
game
should
was
have been
over
the
at
quarterback.
halftime. That
Drew
shit was
Aller.
28. That shit was 20.
For anybody that say Drew Aller's an NFL quarterback,
Not me.
The saying that since his freshman
and I covered Drew Aller when he was in high school. I covered a few of his games when he was in high school. He does the same thing. And who Penn State play in this next round?
They have
They play Texas, right?
Nope, they got Boise.
They got bye Penn State. Goodbye.
really.
Goodbye.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're
wow.
not stopping
Goodbye,
that
Penn
run.
Well, we'll get to that in a minute, but damn.
Yep.
That's
Yep,
bold.
that's all that showed me. SMU just wasn't. If SMU would have showed up like they did all year long, they would have beat Penn State. They just didn't show up that night. They just didn't, and that's unfortunate.
If my auntie
I
had
thought-
a dick,
I thought-
she'd be my uncle.
I thought SMU was a better team going into that game, and they kind of didn't show it, and that sucks because they were a good team. But Penn State, yeah, well, fight on.
Fight on
It's
to
Boise State
elimination.
lose. Yep. Fight on to elimination. Yep.
All right, gentlemen, time for the Birdman hand rub. Know what time it is? It's time to put a name on it. Ohio State and Oregon, man. What we doing? I'll set it off because I already said I felt I got Oregon going all the way. Dylan gonna get Dougie the whole way out. So I'm going Oregon for this one.
Ohio State plus 10. For guys race Ohio State, I think they're hungry. I think they're going to prove it.
Yeah.
Ohio State plus 10.
Of course, O State for me.
I think
Yeah,
it's
let's see how you doing this round, Jay Will.
I think this game will be kind of like the last game where it's a really, really good game. But I think Ohio State will pull it off only because I'm just not satisfied with Oregon's defense. I feel like Ohio State can learn from their mistakes and kind of cover it up. But Oregon, their defense, I'm just not sold on it. I think this is going to be a really good game once again, but I think Oregon is going to win it by maybe one score, however much that is.
Cool.
I'm not putting plus 10 on that, though.
Hey, brother,
You said what?
I got O State.
What's the score?
Oh, you ain't say all that.
I'm just curious. You feel me?
Oh.
I'm curious of the big dogs.
I think it's going to
Prediction.
be a high-scoring game. I think it could be 39-34 type of deal.
Shootout, huh?
I think
27 to
it could be-
13, Ohio State.
Yeah, I think it could be.
I'm thinking 31-20. I'm thinking 35-21 O State.
I'm thinking,
Damn, Dre.
Two
Yeah,
tutties?
no respect for Dylan.
2 tutties? The only reason why I'm giving Oregon a close game is because Gabriel has a little chip on his shoulder for not winning the Heisman. So we're gonna come in here and try to show out.
I
He gonna
mean,
fail at the end of the day.
Wasn't much of an argument, but
Oh, I
Hey,
know.
I think Ohio State
like
They definitely
nigga,
wasn't
it
arguing.
was Travis, Ashton, and everybody else.
Yep,
And I think
yep.
even that was like the closest race. It's like what 2009 or some shit like that.
Something like that, bro. That race was real close.
That's crazy.
Genty win that any other year. He wins that any other year. He just ran into Travis Hunter.
yeah, I agree.
Uh,
But just like 34-27, I got OSU.
yeah, I got it coming down to. It's gonna come down to the kicker, man. So I'm gonna go 27-24 Oregon.
I like that.
Notre Dame and Georgia. We getting right
gotta
to the
be
spit today.
I gotta be a homer. Notre Dame is gonna be close though. Final score 30-28.
Got that a nail biter.
Mm-hmm.
30-28. It ain't gonna be a close game. I got Notre Dame because Georgia been struggling. They has not
They
been.
have.
And you said not a close game?
Not a close game, bro. I think Georgia is struggling without Brock Bowers.
That's a hot take. That's a hot take.
They have not found their identity without Brock Bowers. You can look at it. Look at all their games. So I got Notre Dame 42-28.
Ooh,
Wow.
Damn.
You got him by a big mark.
Oh my gosh.
Jesus.
Yeah, hey,
I
and you can call this. Is why
You and Tyrell ain't even saying that.
This is why they call me Hot Take Marv. But I got a feeling that Notre Dame is coming.
You gonna put some dollars on that?
Yeah, I'll pick the point spread.
Yeah, I bet, nigga.
Hey, you know what? I'm down to.
What's the spread on that game?
I put
I think it's like a 1.5 spread. Notre Dame.
Man, so you boost that up to 10, nigga. You get some. You get some cheese. Go hit that alternative.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna go Georgia 30-17.
Okay.
30-17. To me, I think it will somehow. I feel like it will be close, but I'm still taking Notre Dame 31-26.
I'm gonna take Georgia. I think opposite of what Coop is thinking, I don't think this is going to be a high scoring game. I'm thinking 2013 Georgia.
Oh, I don't think y'all get what I'm saying. I just want these punk ass Bulldog fans to shut up out here.
I know you probably got to hear them all the time.
I gotta hear this shit all the time, right? I just want these niggas to shut up, and then when they do lose, I was like, yes! I just taunted like motherfucker. I don't care.
Marv,
It's not a Wally Leonard.
I knew it had to be something because that score was wild.
I am on 50 Cent time when they do lose.
How Marvin is about Georgia. How Marvin is about Georgia, that's how I am about Ohio State. I have to hear it all the time.
Hey, see, when I be in the restaurant cooking and I hear them Georgia fans, especially when they was playing Texas, every time Texas did something good, I'm like, yes!
Are you safe? Are you safe to go up in a bar out there like that?
Hell yeah, I am. They can try me if they want to.
Yeah, y'all niggas open carry states. You good? Stand your ground, brother.
Hey, I'm the same way with Ohio. Ohio's an open carry, stand your ground state. All right.
Are y'all?
Yep. Yes, we are.
Oh, I would have never guessed that.
We open carry, stand your
ground.
ground.
Y'all a red state or blue?
We're red. We're fully red now.
That's why.
Yeah.
I should have known that when LeBron went up there for Hillary and y'all still was overwhelmingly red. And that nigga was like the biggest nigga period in Cleveland at the time. That should have told me how red y'all are right there. Good times.
Yes.
Before I get into this next game, do y'all agree with Ragu that Arizona State had no business getting a bye?
I definitely agree.
They won their conference, so they had the business to get
that. That's yeah.
But that was
the only reason they got that bye was
that was the guideline.
Yep.
And that's as far as Arizona
beat them there, right?
Who they play? Where Arizona State play?
Texas. And this is why they're gonna lose to Texas.
I want y'all to see my motion. I want y'all to see it. That's what Texas is gonna do.
Damn. I can't wait to hear these scores, boy.
Oh my god, dude, 42-0. What are we talking about here?
Whoa.
What are we talking about here? What are we talking about?
You know what? Just because that sounds like a trap, I'm about to go look at the spread now. I might have to.
It's 13.5, JC.
13.5. I might have to take the clip. Cool. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm gonna take Arizona State with the point spread, but Texas is definitely gonna win the game.
Okay. How much? What score are you thinking? Like which?
What's the score I'm thinking, Jay? I think it's gonna be 35-31 type of deal.
Arizona
gonna keep it close, but they not gonna.
That's not covering the spread. The spread is 13.5. That's 14 points.
That is covering.
You're not listening to what I said. I said I will pick the spread, but Texas will win. So you got to pay attention to what I just said. Texas will win.
What's the point spread?
It's 13.5. I'm picking Arizona point spread, but Texas will win. Yeah, you got to pay attention to what I said.
I know. I'm paying attention to what you're saying. How would Arizona State cover the spread if they lose by 14?
This nigga stupid, yo. I said I'm going to pick the spread.
Right.
Texas will win.
The spread.
but Texas will win the game. I didn't
Bro,
say
leave it
win.
alone, bro. This is the gambling
Right,
guy on the
leave it
show,
alone.
man. Leave it
Leave it
alone.
Don't hurt yourself thinking about that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
My brain hurts. Ow.
I know it hurt. Just simple Cleveland nigga shit. I know. It's okay.
I'm thinking more so like Tyrell. I'm thinking like 38-7. That's what
You
I'm.
give him 7 points.
Okay.
I'll give him some because
They
Sam
get a
Lee
field goal.
off the game. I think he'll get in the end zone at least once.
No, they might get a garbage time field goal.
Something like that. Yeah, it may be garbage time points. Kind of like the
That's
Indians.
effed up. Think if it's garbage time, they wouldn't even take a field goal.
I go as far to say
They
they
try
would
to score.
like 200 yards in general. Like that's how much I think it's going to be. Like they're not
Maybe
even getting.
4th and 12 at like the 30-yard line. They'll take a field goal. I give them a garbage time field goal. This is about to be a.
I'm not just gonna try to hot take it and say they're gonna upset it, nothing like that. But I do think they keep it within double digits. So I'll go about 20. Like 20, I'll go 24-17. It'll be one score.
Okay, I'm gonna roll with
Texas.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna take Texas as well, but I'm gonna take that one 31-14.
Y'all giving them 2 touchdowns. Holy.
Yeah, that's a little too much for me. Maybe they'll get some points on their third stringers or something like that. Third string, just to let them feel like they're in a college football game.
Minute gonna throw for 220.
Damn, y'all niggas think it's gonna be like that? That's effed up.
You also got to think too with Arizona State. I believe it was last year. I think because one of their games I was watching this season, they were hyped over it. They were like, this team came in last year at 3-9, and have had a complete turnaround this year. So I understand that it was a turnaround season, but I get why you guys were saying that. It's just now they're about to play. This is where they go down. This is where they get eliminated.
Yeah.
And it's no fun to Arizona State because they were projected to finish last in their conference.
Yeah, and they ended up winning their whole fucking conference.
Yeah. Good team. Just
that nigga Ragu did not like this with it all.
This man Ragu, though, I'm still laughing at him when he told Jay Will, strategic. What the fuck you mean strategic?
Yeah. I think he wasn't even here that day.
No, I watched that episode.
Nigga say he's supposed to be playing football.
Dre been studying everything we said.
Yeah, he was. He was trying to see if we was talking shit. And yes, we was. Absolutely.
Because he texted me about a few things. I was like, what, nigga? I didn't know we said that.
Right. And our last prediction, we're going Ashton and them boys against Penn State. Oh, I'm sorry, I mean Penn State.
You got it right the first time. Unfortunately, Penn State wins this game. I'm going to say kind of want Boise to upset them. I want this to be an upset, but I don't see it happening.
I do too.
They got Penn State favored.
Yeah, it's like a 10.5 point spread.
Ooh,
that's a little too.
Golly.
Wow. I'm for sure taking that clip.
This will be the game I'm leaving alone for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, most definitely. I ain't gonna touch this game. Pause. Penn State will pull it off. Pause. I think they would. It's gonna be like a 27-20 type deal.
Yeah. I think in this game, it's going to be interesting because I want to see how Genty does against this defense. You know what I mean? Like, Oregon's not an actual defense. Penn State got an actual defense, and I'm confident. Yeah. I think it's going to be one of those situations where I think they won't use Genty as much. Like, he's not going for like 20, 25 carries. I think they have to play balance offensively. But
Is that you who said that spit earlier and I had laugh reacted to your spit?
Yeah, I don't think Genty's gonna have a 100 rushing yard type day. I think it's gonna
this nigga wildin'.
I think it's gonna be like a 24-17 type deal.
You know what, JC? Thank you for bringing Jay Will on this show. I wanted to hear your take on this game too.
Yeah.
This was like one of them games. I was like, who gives a fuck? But then again, I'm like, I want to hear what other people have to say about this game.
Yeah. But at the end, at the end of the day, I ain't mean to interrupt you, but at the end of the day, do I want Boise State to win this game? 100%. I do not want to see Penn State at all.
Now, if I was a knucklehead and listened to my pops is he's gonna pick the 10-point and Boise to win out front.
Damn.
I like it.
But don't you feel like
this is
the run?
Might be a good New Year's Eve for Pops.
My Pops hates Penn State with a passion. He hates them.
I feel him.
He does not fuck with Penn State at all. I was like, nigga, that's your bias talking. He's like, oh, just watch and see, nigga. I'm like, all right. All right.
Well, Real ain't gave his take yet. I don't know when he'll be back, so I don't want it to be.
I'm here. Jason,
all right.
Already told you.
All right, let me see what what's your prediction on this one? Oh yeah, you did already say it.
You taking another shower?
No. No. JC, be quiet. You know what's going on.
You taking another shower?
No, hey, you look at me in front of my mom right now. I cut you out. All right. You want me to cut up your chicken?
Yes. All right. Another shower, JC.
Be quiet.
This nigga Coop retarded. shower part 2, huh? Nah, y'all tore that nigga a new one that day. That nigga did that shit.
Whatever.
Classic show.
Anyway,
that was classic, bro. I gotta watch that one soon. What we doing, bro?
So shout out to Jerry Sandusky. No, all seriousness though. Yeah, Boise State with the win, 35-20.
Okay.
And the 2 scores?
Yep,
or is that bias talking?
No, there's 2 scores. I don't care about Penn State at the end of the day. I mean, I just think Boise State is that much better.
I'm going to jump in the car with you, though, real. I'm going to go, but a little closer than that. I'm going to go like 24-21. Boise State.
Very small pieces.
I feel like for me, well, first off, I think Penn State, just because they have a really good defense, I'm taking Penn State 23-20. I feel like, I'm sorry, no, 23-17, 24-17. I just feel like if they can stop the run, they stop the offense. So 24-17 was my final.
I think if I'm Penn State, the way to win this game, you got to control the clock, which they are, I think, the best team.
Yes.
And because Drew Aller already plays scary, he's not going to make it.
And with this last game, he threw for $127.
No, he's not going to make mistakes. Like I think he only has like 4 interceptions in his 2-year college career so far, which is really impressive. That's the only highlight I think about him is he's not going to lose you the game, but he ain't going to win you the game.
Yeah.
Right.
So Tyrod Taylor.
That's a good point. Damn, that was a good way to put it, Jay Will.
Don't lose it for us either. That's gonna be that deal.
All you gotta do, don't mess it up, and they cool.
He can steer the ship, just don't crash it.
Hey, Jay Will, in high school, we used to say that to our quarterback because we ain't had no faith in him. I was like, look, nigga, you ain't got to win it, but don't lose it for us either.
Don't make the dumb plays, and we cool.
That sound like a Brock Purdy script to me.
What'd you say, JC? Jimmy G.
Purdy is Jimmy G without CMC. That's my slogan. All 25. All 2025.
Put that on a t-shirt.
That is funny, man.
Hey,
if that ever gets put on a t-shirt 15%.
Hey, if that ever does get put on a t-shirt one day, I will be the first person to buy it.
I'm gonna print that for you, JC, too. I'm gonna definitely print that.
Bet. Appreciate it.
It's gonna be
bro.
a sorry ass picture of him too. Brock Purdy. It's gonna be like, yep.
Unfortunately, I know Isaiah watches this show, but real quick, JC was right. He is definitely right about that.
Oh, we'll get to you in a minute, nigga. Don't you worry about it. Just be patient. Yeah, I think that pretty much covers it.
Hey, y'all realize Brock Purdy saved both Kyle Shanahan's and John Lynch.
Saved what? And the what? You took the what and put the what?
Saved their jobs.
It just wouldn't be right if you didn't come on here saying some retarded shit, huh? You officially back, huh?
Okay, hold on. Let me go
It
handle
wouldn't
this.
be all
Let
grind
me
if
go handle this.
Tyrell didn't say something
Just
stupid.
I'll be
come
right back.
say some stupid shit.
This is
Okay.
why I miss you, Tyrell.
I'm
Okay,
over here
prove
as
my
a
point.
Rams fan. I'm over here. I'm literally on my
Now-
knees praying that John Lynch gives this man $200 million. I'm praying
Okay.
for it. Please do
Okay.
it.
Let
Please do
me
it.
put it to you like this, right? When 49ers drafted, when 49ers drafted Trey Lance, right? Why they also paid Jimmy G $25 million a year. If this Brock Purdy thing didn't work out, do you think that either one of them had their jobs?
What the F does that got to do with what you just said?
I said Brock Purdy saved their jobs. He's the reason why they have a job right now. Because it didn't work with Jimmy G. It didn't work with Trey Lance. They would have got fired because you traded a lot of assets to go
Mm,
get Trey Lance, and Trey Lance didn't
you
work out.
can't say that because it ain't like Trey Lance got a chance and then they said he trashed and threw him away. He just didn't get to play because Purdy was so good. That's all that happened. So we didn't even see if it was a failed experiment or not.
It's
No, we
100%.
saw enough. We saw
It was
enough.
a failed
Trust me.
experiment as far as the aftermath in that specific quarterback. Yes,
As a
Jay.
Browns
But as
fan
far as
that
they
knows
put
that
Trey out there and
quarterbacking,
he just spit the bed for a whole season, did we ever see that on the 49ers? Let's keep it a buck.
He
no,
got drafted what, fourth overall, and
Third.
third overall, and they traded
he
assets to go get
he
him.
didn't do anything. So it's 100% a failure. Yeah,
No, but I'm saying as far as what the guideline that Tyrell's trying to say, like, oh, they would have got fired based on what? He didn't even play.
I think that's enough though. You don't think that's enough?
No, because they would have got fired if Purdy was doing as good as he did, and then just because we spent the third round pick on this nigga, we gonna give him Purdy's job. That would have got them fired. And then he played worse than Purdy. So I think they played the safe route and said, we just gonna play it off and not even give this nigga Trey a chance. And you know what I'm saying? They went another direction. But I don't think it's as black and white as Tyrell's trying to make it.
Well, there's also reports stating that Kyle Shanahan went up to the higher post in San
A
Francisco.
Purdy apologist is
All
nasty
three
work.
of them. No, I'm not being an apologist. What I'm saying is, hear me out. Hear me out. Kyle Shanahan, when all three of them quarterbacks is healthy, went up to the executives of the 49ers and said Brock Purdy's our best quarterback on our team. This is an actual fact.
Wait, say that again?
Say that one more
Trey
time.
Lance was healthy, and they still had Jimmy G, and they have all three of them quarterbacks battling for the quarterback position. Kyle Shanahan
What timeline is this? What timeline is this that you're talking about? Like, what's the year? What's the time of the season?
2021. This is in 2021, 2022. He let them know
when
that
he was
Brock
drafted
Purdy,
as the last pick and we hadn't seen him yet.
Kyle Shanahan told him.
I'm gonna
that
need you to post. You posting in the chat. Post that in the chat.
I'll post it in the chat.
Yeah, I need to see receipts, buddy. Because I don't recall.
We need receipts with you, Tyrell. Fuck all that shit.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, I need receipts with you.
While he's doing that, any last thoughts, man? How excited are y'all to see this play out?
I'm definitely super excited to knock off Oregon and shut their fan base up. I'm excited to see Georgia fail again. I'm going to be definitely excited, hopefully, and super happy, and maybe a rich man if Penn State can lose too. So we're definitely excited because I can help you with some money.
You parlaying all them games, huh?
Yes, sir. I have to. I'm a businessman at the end of the day.
Not a business, man.
Nothing personal. Just gotta go with the business.
I also hope it's just a better string of games to like quality. You know,
most definitely, Jay. Will.
That's what I'm saying. Like Jay, so you saying as of right now, it's not looking like the people who said maybe that it should be 8 instead of 12. That's not looking like a better argument as of this moment right now.
Oh, to me, yeah, it's a better argument for them. But for me, I'm a fan of football. You can play however many teams you want to put in.
You don't give a F. That's why I said the college junkies like you. I understand y'all don't give a F, but as far as for having I guess you could say taste, you don't just want just a nasty product, you know what I'm saying, for 1 week just to get by. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's what I'm saying. Like I'm fine with the format, even though they're gonna push it to 14 teams in 2 years, which is crazy because
yeah, that's wild.
That's gonna be even worse.
My thing will always be the criteria. How are we going to look at it? You know, that's just my main thing. What's the criteria of making it? I like the format, just not the biggest fan of the criteria.
And before we get off the college spit, I want to shout out my cousin Michael Robinson, who officially just announced and declared for the 2025 draft.
Let's
So
go.
any of y'all looking for DBs, y'all go
Yeah.
ahead and do your homework, man.
He going to the Steelers,
New England.
Hey,
No, not
wherever
really.
he calls home, man, it's gonna be just like D, man. I'm gonna be right behind y'all. That's gonna be my second team in the league.
So if he goes to the Patriots,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm about to say,
Now,
JC,
to be
careful
fair,
what you just said.
I've always said that if D-Man, always said if D-Man go to the Celtics, we gotta have a different conversation. That's different at that point. But anywhere else, I'm cool.
Hey, JC, go look in the chat. I told
got
you. Go look in the chat.
Let me see.
damn, he
Oh,
can't.
but on the side though, JC, he can even meet somebody, come on the show, talk to us a little bit how the experience is, college transitioning to the pros.
That's a bet.
Yeah, I would love to hear like
What's Cuzzo's name again?
Michael Robinson. He played for Tulane.
Come to the Steelers, brother.
And I just realized last night, I didn't even know, but he's like the highest ranked DB on the squad too. Like,
damn, good for
Michael
him.
Robinson,
You
know that
see,
man.
you call
Was
that
he born in
that's hard
Atlanta?
work.
Yep. Born and
Oh,
raised.
Never mind. I know who that is.
Born and raised. That's whose pops I spent the night at when I went on that that layover to Turks. I was at his pop's house. He was telling me the whole game plan that he was finna go down there to Louisiana and declare next year. And man, that nigga balled this season.
He deserved it. He deserves it. He put the work in.
Nigga, this looked like a quote he said after the fact when they was already going to the Super Bowl. It didn't say he said this in 2021. That's why you went back into hiding, nigga. And you didn't put the date on purpose like I wasn't going to catch that. Nigga, I reads, nigga. Do's my work. Anyway, Purdy is Jimmy G without CMC.
Simple. Plain and simple.
Now, let's get to week 16. I believe after this we got what? I think this is our last recap, right?
Two more. We got 2 more games after week 16.
No, next week will be our last recap, and then we're doing playoff picture.
Hold on.
No, we on week 16 right now, right?
Did you read that whole thing? It says, so York didn't know what he wanted to hear when Shanahan told him he needed to talk about a week into 2022 training camp. Dates right there. He's like, I think our third string quarterback, which was Brock Purdy, is our best quarterback.
Nigga, you said in 2021.
2021. I said 2021, 2022.
First of all, it's on tape. What year did this nigga say? Am I tripping? What year did this nigga say?
No, he did say 21-22 season. He did say 21-22 season. He did.
Yeah, I say either 21 or 22.
So
I say either 21 or 22. So in 2022.
So if you're heading into 2022, Trey Lance was that season already happened. All that Purdy spit already happened that year.
No, it didn't. Brock Purdy was a rookie in 22. I said it was either 21 or 22. I said that. I said that. And I said it was either 21 or 22.
Bro, the next sentence it says, I think our third string quarterback is our best quarterback. York recalled Thursday as his team prepares for the Super Bowl, meaning this conversation happened when they were preparing for the Super Bowl. So he's saying, this is what I said back then.
No.
Yeah, nigga.
No.
When the interview was posted, it was posted Thursday before the Super Bowl. He's saying in 2022 we had a conversation.
We need video.
That's literally what I just said.
They had
he said
they were when the conversation happened that Kyle Shanahan.
Okay,
said,
look, this is what I'm saying, Tyrell.
This is before
this is what I'm saying, Tyrell. He's claiming that that's what he said at that time, but there's no proof that he said that other than him saying, I said that back then. You get what I'm saying? This isn't a quote from an article to where he said it before everything played out. He's just saying, oh, I already said that way back then when the nigga's about to play in the Super Bowl. Of course you're going to ever say that at that time. So that's not the same thing.
The team owner said that Kyle Shanahan went up into him and was like, I think our third string quarterback is our best quarterback all the way back in 2022. The team owner, this is not the head coach. We're talking about the team owner.
Fair enough.
Nah, fuck that. We need video proof of your shit.
I mean, he's mid regardless, but
No, he is. He is.
So what are you trying to stick up for him then for?
What I'm trying to sit back and say is that Brock Purdy is more than likely to save John Lynch's and Kyle Shanahan's job. Because the Trey Lance thing and the whole Trey Lance thing,
All right, Jason,
we know that Jimmy Garoppolo paying $20 million a year.
I heavily disagree, bro. They swung the bat and missed,
they missed.
just like y'all did with Deshaun. But at least they tried because they knew they were quarterback away. That's what happened.
They swung the bat. They hit the ball foul, and they ended up hitting a double with Brock Purdy. That's exactly what happened.
I don't know about all that. But yeah, that nigga ain't done spit. Jimmy G ain't done.
Both lost in the Super Bowl, so yeah.
Exactly. What is we talking about?
2 10-point leads blown.
Exactly.
JC,
It's closer. You said what, Jay?
What's that?
Just not looking at your background, man.
Oh, you know what I'm saying? Check it out, though. You know what I'm saying? They said I was a madman, Jay. They said I was a madman on the prediction episode. You know what I mean? They said I was a madman for still believing at 1-4, last place in the NFC West. So what that look like?
Yeah, y'all can have it this year.
You know what I mean?
Well, I got a message for Coach Fame. So Fame, I love you. So now it's your turn. Settle in. It's gonna be
it's some dark times ahead, boy.
Settle in.
It's some dark times ahead.
Settle in. I can't wait to see
now they finna be the boo-boo team with a boo-boo scheme.
Mm-hmm. So
I got that notification Sunday evening that said the 49ers and Cowboys were eliminated from playoffs.
That looked beautiful, didn't it?
It
gave you the chills, didn't it? One time.
So we ain't got to hear no fan base say maybe next year. We got to hear no fan base say that this year. I'm so happy.
Yep.
The fact that they just got eliminated. When JC, I'm glad you brought. When I saw that, I was like, oh.
And then for Dallas to win to mess up their draft stock.
When's the last time both of them missed the playoffs?
That's a good question.
I'm sure it's been a minute.
Cowboys first since 2020, so
I would say 2020.
Yeah, but the Niners was there.
Niners was in the Super Bowl 2020 though.
They've been
the Cowboys. I don't think they missed since that year Romo got hurt.
No,
they missed 2020. They missed
2020, but the 49ers was in there.
The Niners was there.
We talking about when they both missed it at the same time.
Niners missed it in 2020?
Yeah,
they was in the Super Bowl.
That
was the Bucks in the well, no, that was where was that the Bucks?
That was Bucks in Kansas City.
That's 21. That was 21.
Y'all think of calendar year? Think of the season.
2020. I am. 2020 was the Niners and Chiefs.
Yeah. As far as the calendar,
you want to put money on it, nigga?
Season.
2021 was Chiefs and Buccaneers.
Yeah, as far as the calendar year, yes, that Super Bowl happened in 2020, but that was counts towards the 2019 season. The 49ers missed the 2020 playoffs.
The 2020 play. So you're saying 2020, 21 they missed the playoffs.
They missed it, so did Dallas.
And that was Chiefs and
Buccaneers.
Tampa Bay.
Yeah, that was the COVID.
And Dallas wasn't in that playoffs either?
No.
2020.
Yeah, I don't remember Dak missing the playoffs.
I don't think Dallas is in there.
I don't think Dak has missed the playoffs, bro.
I don't think so.
I'm about to look right now.
2020-21, right?
Oh, they went 6-10. It looked like that was the year. That was the NFC least year.
Damn.
Yep, they both missed it. Both were 6-10. That's still like good longevity, though. You go 5 years in the NFL is still a long time to make playoffs. That's not easy to do. But that's both of them niggas, though.
Exactly.
Amen to that.
Donkeys and Chargers.
What was all that shit early in the year niggas was talking about? Herbert not gonna have over 200 yards. Nigga got 3,000 yards.
Ain't none of them niggas here today, man.
Oh, that's why they be ducking it. Fuck all that shit.
And them niggas cool.
Yeah, no, nigga, don't hide. You too. With your bitch ass. You too.
Oh yeah, this nigga too. Yeah.
Your punk ass. I know, nigga.
Nah, Coop came and stood on business because I was fighting all by my lonesome.
Yeah.
That nigga Coop came and shut all that shit.
Wow, bro. Yeah.
Hey, neither one of them niggas had no quarterback like Herbert.
Exactly.
At the Raiders in God knows how long, and this nigga in the last decade, damn near.
Hey, I apologized.
Look,
hey, free Drake May. Free Drake.
Amen.
He deserves better. Free Drake May.
No, because our plan is to draft around him and then show them how to cheat.
Plan. Y'all got a plan?
What's y'all plan? Let me hear this shit. I want to hear this plan. Hold on.
Our plan, it's simple. We're gonna build around him and then show them how to cheat properly. Duh.
So hold on. So wait, hold on. What draft pick y'all getting so far? If y'all do. What are y'all up there?
I think they're second right now.
The second pick?
Second or third, one of them.
So whose career y'all about to ruin now?
Probably Travis.
Please don't pick Travis. Patriots don't pick Travis.
Travis going to Boston. He going to Boston or Jacksonville?
Hey, Travis' fiance is already doing it for him. Travis' fiance is already ruining his career.
Real, we're not doing that. Leave that man alone. Leave him alone.
You need to get up out of here.
Don't do it. I know you.
I've been in his situation. I've been in a manipulative situation before.
Real. Leave that boy alone. All right. This is supposed to be the happiest time of his life. Let that man celebrate. Let him bump his head. Let him bump his head. Like you said, you've been there too. So let him bump his head. And if he gotta learn the hard way, let him learn. He's 21 years old, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I can imagine where my head was at 21. I definitely done dealt with some shit. So
yeah, that's true.
So leave him alone, man. Let that man celebrate. He's finna be, probably more than likely a top 3 pick in the draft. I ain't even gonna say more than likely. He will be a top 3 pick in the draft. So
I think this is where Rail is coming from, JC. Maybe NFL teams don't want to deal with that personal shit. You know,
if y'all niggas think a general manager give a damn about that girl at all right now in their decision making, y'all niggas is crazy.
Yeah, they don't give a fuck.
They don't give a single flying. Y'all gotta.
They don't give a fuck about it.
And all that. They don't give a single F about any of that. Just like Dion didn't give a single F about any of that. That is that boy's business.
I hope not.
If they was to try to police what type of bras these niggas mess with, man, please.
What Marv is talking about.
Just cut the simp shit out. That's all
I see what you're talking about. Because
just cut that simp shit out, man. That's all.
There is going to be a GM that goes, and that might leak into our organization. That might go beyond his business. I see what Marv is talking about.
You could say that. How many players can you say that about?
You can say that about a lot of people, but
there is literally a market for IG models and reality stars who prey on young, rich athletes. There's no possible way to police that where a nigga putting his dick in. And I can't believe we even talking about this shit.
No, but how often does it affect the entire organization? How often?
What can she do to affect the organization, bro? Name one thing.
She can fuck up his play because he
F up his play. From abroad. Jay, do you hear this? F up his play because of abroad. Nigga, that's everybody. Anybody's play could get effed up from dealing with situations at home.
Exactly.
Melo had a baby on Lala and had to deal with that for a whole damn season. Niggas didn't even know he was dealing with that. And when he got left and all that shit. What we talking about?
What Marv said, this stuff is all over social media. You don't think this
look at matter of fact, nigga, look at Kobe and Vanessa back in the day. That don't leak. How did that leak into play? You can't get no worse than messing with a broad than that.
It didn't leak into play, but it definitely affected the organization because they had to answer for that stuff.
And do you think the Lakers would? Do you think the Lakers would say, you know what, if we had to do that again, we wouldn't have Kobe. We'd get rid of Kobe Bryant, so we didn't have to deal with that.
First of all, you're talking about one of the high-powered. You're talking about one of the most high-powered, respectable organizations of all time.
Exactly.
Come on now, be real, Jay. Be fucking for real.
Come on now.
You're talking about the sorry-ass Jacksonville Jaguars who gonna be like, oh.
To be fair,
come on,
the Patriots not have been a respectable franchise for
20
plus years.
They're not drafting Travis.
It's not Bill Belichick no more.
They're not drafting Travis.
It's
They're not gonna
not Bill
take
Belichick no more. You don't know how to.
I think he going to Boston or Jacksonville. If I had to put my money on it.
I feel like JC, this is one of those conversations where it's like I gotta mentally check out because this Travis, it's already done.
That's where I'm at. That's this nigga real.
Yeah, let's
They got one. They got
move
one.
on.
The
Let's-
fact that
doing
niggas
nothing.
think this would leak into an organization's decision making, you should be fired as a general manager if that's your thought
I mean,
process. You
why
cannot
think Bill-
control where a nigga putting his dick at.
Hey, so why you think Bill
Bro,
O'Brien got fired?
facts.
Why you think Bill O'Brien got fired?
because he
Because
traded.
he traded
You're
DeAndre
talking about
Hopkins,
a
and that was one of
coach,
the
not
reasons
somebody
why.
who's on the field.
When he traded,
It's a
when he
whole
traded
different
DeAndre
ball game.
Hopkins, when he traded DeAndre Hopkins, he was the general manager of the Texans. When he traded DeAndre Hopkins, that's what got him fired, and that was because of he exposed DeAndre Hopkins' business out there in public, in front of everybody, in front of the entire locker
Hey,
What they got?
man, leave that
room.
boy alone. Leave that boy alone.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying that it can happen, and I think there is probably a general manager or two that's sitting back and like, I don't want to deal with that.
Them general managers are not in the top 3 right now.
Is the
So
Donkey
he's
still
going
in the
top 3.
playoffs after
So-
losing?
You said what?
Is the Donkey still in the playoffs after losing?
So
Yeah, they still got a shot.
they
have
still have action. They need to lose out for sure, 100%. I think if they lose out and
They can.
the Bengals or the Colts win out, right?
Bengals gonna be
Yeah,
dead.
one of the two.
Yeah, I think if they lose, they have to lose out, and if those two lose out, Colts could have took care of business and put themselves in a much better position if they would have beat them a couple weeks ago.
Yeah,
So they kind of effed themselves a little bit because
Yeah.
now they depending on the
Yeah.
Donkeys losing. But the
Yeah,
Donkeys got a couple like they don't have easy games coming up though. So I mean that kind of helps. I think they got the
I think Denver
Chiefs
is in
and
the top best.
I forgot who's the next one.
Bengals. Yeah.
And the Bengals, yeah.
Ooh.
So
Ooh, that's
yeah,
it.
so they got two
Tight,
tough ones.
bro.
Pause.
So that's it. No playoffs for them niggas.
Well, hold on, Coop. Let's
No,
not-
fuck that. Hold on, bro. No. I said it
That's
this
not-
morning. I said it this morning.
Man, don't jinx these niggas though.
Listen,
you feel me? That
I'm
F
telling
round and beat. You know what I'm saying? Because you doing
No,
that, Bo
not
Nix
going
come out there and light them niggas up.
I ain't gonna do
Like,
that, bro. I'm telling y'all right now, Joe Burrow is Superman. He ain't Batman. He's Superman now. This nigga plays
Yep,
some
he-
unbelievable football, brother.
yeah, he on the
And
mission.
this is
He like,
another
ain't no way
team-
I'm putting these numbers up and missing playoffs.
Exactly. This is one person. This is. a
But
team
you guys
performance.
gotta remember too. The Chiefs F around on the last week and be in a position to where they can rest everybody. He's not playing. You know what I'm saying, the same Chiefs. Not to mention, this is something I brought up too. What if the Chiefs situation is they got the number 1 seed no matter what, right? But if the Donkeys beat them, they go to the playoffs. Right? Follow me. If they beat the Donkeys, the Bengals and Joe Burrow and them get in the playoffs. So what if the Chiefs say, nah, F that. We finna just let y'all play our second and third stringers because we don't want Joe Burrow to get in the playoffs because he's been the only like side of thorn in their side in the playoffs pretty much the last 2-3 years. So y'all got to look at that angle too. If the Chiefs ain't playing for nothing in the last week, the Donkeys got a better shot of winning that game because Reed probably gonna try to give it to him. So just so he ain't got it, I'd rather deal with Bo Nix than Joe Burrow. Wouldn't y'all agree?
That's true. That's true.
Facts.
Stop being scary, nigga.
I feel you. I feel
If
you.
you that, then be that. You
I
know?
feel you. I'm
Yeah.
with you.
Fuck that. Yeah. Be that. Be that.
Fuck that.
You know? Be about it, bro. You know. Fuck
And
that.
speaking of them niggas, let's go Texans and Chiefs.
First to thank.
Listen, shout out to my man Stroud. All your receivers has been hurt, and you.
Yeah, I don't like the flack he been getting, like his team and been beat up. While
Exactly.
niggas sit up here and make. Let me not go there. Yeah, Stroud is
but a lot of these
perfect
quarterbacks
example
do
of
that.
how quick they'll turn on you, boy.
Right,
Yeah.
and a lot of these quarterbacks go through their
He's still balling, though.
sophomore slump anyway.
But
So,
I wouldn't
like,
even say he necessarily
not a
had a
season.
sophomore slump.
No, I
All
don't
these
think so
niggas got
either.
hurt.
Yeah, it's not a slow. It's
He
definitely not a slow.
he was missing like his top 3 receivers have all been out
mhm.
at least 3-4 games apiece.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I mean the Texans are smart. They should realize that they need to add more depth at the skill position.
And
It's
you
all
still on the verge of throwing 3,500 yards. Come on, man. Let's be real. TJ is still that guy.
Yeah, that's not even.
What our boys say, Coop? First they love you, then they hate you, then they love you, then they hate you again.
Come on, man. Let's be real, y'all. CJ gonna take care of business, and don't be surprised.
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
If he take care of business next week tomorrow, actually.
What they got? Baltimore?
Yes.
That would be a big win.
Man,
I don't see it, but that would be a big win. Lamar kind of on the mission right now, man. He trying to get that ring.
I feel it.
Got to build them habits.
Still got to go through that wall.
And y'all play tomorrow too, right?
Yes,
y'all got a big game tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll get to y'all in a minute.
It's crazy.
What we got next, man? Let me see if it's a game that matters. Oh, it's y'all.
My bad. My phone died.
So how you still talking to us with your phone?
I have my old phone.
Oh,
this nigga cool.
I know, because niggas be like, my phone died. I was like, how you talking with you on?
I'm dead, bro. Coop, talk to us, man. What happened on Saturday?
Oh God, let's see. We are definitely missing George Pickens, man.
I've been, before you get into what you was gonna get into, I've been defending y'all on that. Like, come on, like they've been missing a top one receiver in the last 2-3 weeks, and niggas want to do all this. Like, come on, man. Like, but go ahead.
Yeah, I just feel like George Pickens is definitely a missed target, and Russ did some stupid shit too. But I'm not going down him on that because, it's only his, second loss? Second loss? Like that? So, yeah.
Third.
Third?
Yeah. Because Phil's only lost 2 games. So.
Yeah. Get it together, y'all. Playoffs is coming in a few weeks.
Yes, sir.
We got to get it right.
Definitely don't want to go in with issues. You want to go in with momentum.
Exactly. Because right now, I hate to say it, we are looking like a one and done in the playoffs.
And I had y'all as one of the dark horses that could pop the Chiefs.
It could still be possible, but we just got to get it right.
Do y'all have
George
that?
George Pickens is playing tomorrow.
Yeah, I seen that.
Will he be that we need?
Is anybody here in a fantasy championship?
No.
Me.
Okay.
And in
that's why your spit don't count. You in like 10 leagues, nigga. So you bound to end up.
I'm actually remember this year I took a break. I'm actually in 3 leagues, and this is the first year where I get to actually win on 3.
You're in the championship in Ragu's league too?
Yes, I am.
I thought you lost.
I made the playoffs though, and I just beat.
No. Oh, so when he beat you, he was talking about the last game of the season?
Yeah, that was the last.
Oh, I thought that was a playoff game.
Nah.
Oh, damn.
And he lost. That's why he. That's why he ain't show up.
Damn. Who you playing?
I am playing some nigga named.
Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you, appreciate it.
So shout out Norman because he in my league's championship right now. So.
Okay, Norman. I'm playing my uncle in one league. I'm playing in Ragu's league. I'm playing some dude named Adam's team.
Okay.
And then, oh shit,
Jay, you on that for fantasy, huh?
For me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I do. I got sold.
Oh, you just didn't have nothing to talk about this year.
Look, man.
When he said the look, man,
he said, I was like, nah.
I was supposed to win. I was up by like half a point, right?
Mm-hmm.
My starting running back, Mostert, whatever the guy's name is from the Dolphins, whatever.
Mostert, yeah.
The fact that was your starting running back, nigga, you was in trouble anyway. Where your backs at?
I had bad arguments, but he fumbles on the last play of the game, and it sells my entire play.
Damn.
So, like,
I had something similar happen to me, Jay, with the other running back last year. Like, I think I forgot who the Dolphins was playing. They was playing somebody. Oh, they was playing Tennessee. And I was playing against the HA nigga, whatever his name is, right? Derrick Henry had just scored a touchdown and put me up, right? By I think a point, literally. And I win. Tua, he had no reason to really do anything. The game was over. I think they was up 2 scores. Why Tua throw 2 garbage time passes to that exact running back to get him 2 points and win? And that's how I missed the playoffs. That's how I went out last year.
For me, that's my second. That's my second worst fantasy experience. My worst one was in 2015, my first year playing it.
Damn, nigga.
Odell,
Nigga said 2015. What was you, 12?
So,
Hey, you be like that, Jay. Hey, you gotta start early, bro.
That was like Cam Newton's breakout year, but I also had Odell on the team, and around that playoff time period, he got into the fight with Josh Norman or whatever. So I think he couldn't play the next game, and I had to start a guy. I think his name was like Cody Court. I think that's who it was. He played for the team.
I was about to say,
and I lost that fantasy that week by 3 points.
Wow. So if you had Cam, it was no doubt.
I gotta put that on a t-shirt too. Ooh.
Shout out to Tyrell because he did bring that to the show. He probably don't even remember that.
That's wild.
I think it was 2015. Yeah.
Is Lamar y'all? I mean, I know we still got 2 weeks left, but is Lamar y'all MVP favorite at this very moment, right this second as we speak?
No.
Are we going by the books or like just in general, like meaning like how we feel?
No, he's
The books.
He's not my MVP right now.
I think this is Josh Allen.
No, I don't even think it's him.
I think so.
Really?
No.
What's
Who
the
you got?
odds?
Not even J.A.?
Man, I'm still rolling with Saquon.
My boy Barkley. Yeah, that was what I said, but I know they're not gonna give it to my boy, man.
You know what
They gonna give it to a
They
quarterback.
trying everything. Yeah, that first of all, they already trying everything to give it to
to a
Josh
QB.
in the first place. And then it's like now they made it to where it's just like a 2-man race right now because Lamar is playing out his effing mind. So they didn't just took Saquon all the way out the conversation, unfortunately, even though he should be in it. Especially if he hits 2,000 yards.
Hey, if anything,
Again, even though they won't do it, once again, we say this all the time on the show, change the fucking award to
Quarterback
the QB award and then keep offensive player as the MVP.
Yep.
Because offensive player is certainly going to say
Usually that is the MVP, yeah. The offensive player of the year is usually like you could put MVP and it would really make no difference half the time.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna lie, man. I think Lamar should get that third MVP. Not really the way he's playing that.
The only reason why I'm kind of like, okay, so the conversation with Josh Allen and Lamar kind of got me leaning towards Lamar because I feel like this argument is going into another space now. But the only reason objectively I'm kind of against giving it to Lamar is because I didn't feel like he deserved it last year. And, so it's kind of like, because I didn't think he deserved it last year, Jay, I don't know why you looking like that, nigga, because it was 2 niggas I could for sure say was better than Lamar last year. Oh, all right.
Hey,
I saw a little eye squinch.
Ain't gonna lie, JC. I was gonna ask Jay like, who you thought was gonna be
I just said that was the reason why you didn't want him this year. I was kind of like wondering why you said that's why you don't want him to win.
JC stopped.
I'm not saying that's why I don't want him to win. I'm saying that's why I'm like kind of trying to lean away from it because it's like, damn, like you deserve it this year. Like technically, like you playing out your effing mind. You 100% deserve it this year. Out of you and Saquon. But I feel like last year you clear cut didn't deserve it. Like that should have been either CMC or Tyreek, in my opinion. So, the fact that you got it because of team record, I mean, I didn't think he deserved it, but now it's like he really does deserve it, and it's like, like what I mean. It puts you in an awkward space.
So this gonna be his what? If he wins it this year, this gonna be his what? Third?
It's gonna be third. Yeah,
His third. Yeah.
3 MVPs for the guy that everybody said we out on.
Man.
To be honest with you,
When
what
he
is
was
wrong
available.
with splitting? What is wrong with giving them co-MVPs?
Nigga,
Like,
that's
they
how
kinda-
the
they kinda
votes got to
vote
work out that way. But I know they not. If the media members is doing the split they doing, leaving out his interceptions on stat sheets and did y'all see they called his spit an arm punt? When he threw an interception, like they doing spit like that. I honestly don't think Lamar stand a chance because these the same niggas that's gonna be voting.
That's why I said Josh Allen because I'm like talking about an arm punt. Like, come on, it's already looking like the media's already in favor.
I ain't even know I didn't even know what that was until
this
conversation came up.
Like he had a bad game against the England. It's like they still trying to push him.
But yeah, JC, let that be Lamar Jackson, man, and they all.
It was Lamar Jackson when he threw his pick against the Steelers. They called the split an interception. Lamar was intercepted. Woo woo woo. They tried to say he had an arm punt on a 3rd down and field goal range.
An arm punt. Get the fuck out of here. An arm punt. Get the fuck out of here.
That's
You're
exactly
so
what I said.
you clearly don't know sports. Like who the fuck?
And the dick sucking is insane for
think
that
I was-
man right now.
Pause.
Crazy.
Nah, I ain't even pausing that, bro. They put Drake May's interception and didn't put his.
I saw
What
that.
are we talking about? You clearly you're trying to put it on the gold platter for this man. Like you might as well just give it to him at this point.
You know what's crazy? NFL on CBS called it an orange punt. I feel like that's even worse.
That's what I was
Oh,
saying.
yeah.
I had to go check to make sure this wasn't some troll page or something like that. This was supposed to be a legitimate, objective sports column.
They vote for it too. So it's like
Even on the broadcast, again, they put Drake May had an interception, but on Josh Allen's, they didn't put the interception. Like, this is intentional at this point.
I just sent the Instagram chat for the people who didn't see it, but yeah, that is.
Yeah. Man. Anyway, we'll get to them in a little bit, man. Giants and Falcons.
Anyway,
This game does matter, Coop. Hold on. This game matters,
Dude,
Coop.
that's what I'm
Okay,
saying.
Tampa and yeah. The Tampa and Falcons is fighting for that number 1 seed. So don't look at me like that, man.
Yeah. Hey, look. Falcons showed up. They did what they were supposed to do, and the other team, well, let's just say they were there by default.
Hey, and shout out Michael Penix. I know it say he got the interception on the spit, but if you watch the game, you seen
Dude,
that literally was not his fault at all.
Anybody that try to tell me Kyle Pitts is a good football player in this day and age now don't know football, bro. He's trash, bro. He is trash.
Damn.
He gave me,
Yeah, it's time to give up on that man.
At this point, it was
Nigga, all these quarterbacks you done had, nigga, at
else
some point is you.
Bro,
Drake
that
London
was
ain't having these problems, nigga.
Bro, I've never seen an interception. I've never seen somebody do that before. I'm like, what?
An interception because you just
He also to the guy. I'm like, man,
bro, he played hot potato. He pitched it to him.
insane.
the
He
fact
was
that
like,
he
here you
did,
go, you can have it.
the
You
fact
can
that he
have it. Here
did
you go.
Penix like that, bro, like
And give Penix credit for like just taking the blame for that. Like he put it on his shoulder at the end of the day. When he didn't even have to, I would have flamed Kyle Pitts. I don't care.
nah, he can't do that on his first game, man.
The quarterback not gonna blame a pick on the wide receiver. They never gonna do that. But I know.
Yeah.
Bro, I would have been like, look. I would have been like, look. I know this is my first game.
Let's talk about the
he didn't play
incompetence
hot
of.
potato.
Hold on, hey, let's talk about the incompetence of Atlanta for a quick second. You paid a quarterback $200 million to bench him 3 games before the playoffs.
Bro, look at the draft. Look at that.
Like, why
draft
is
day.
everybody just skipping right over the fact
Bro,
Atlanta just
no,
didn't? If
'cause
this was
like-
a team like Dallas or something, niggas would be
Oh
clowning.
yeah, dude. Like, remember how Arthur Blank looked at old dude when he drafted Michael Penix? He looked at him like, bro, what are
Confused
you
as
doing?
fit. Yep.
Bro, and they tried to see what Atlanta tried to do. They tried to pull the Green Bay route.
It's like they signed him to that contract and like immediately regretted it after. That's what it feels like to me. Like they knew they effed up. Like, damn, we shouldn't have gave him that. But F it. Instead of just rocking with him, at least I'll draft somebody. So, you know what I'm saying? If he's as sorry as I think he'll be, we'll have this. But we still got to pay this nigga $200 million, $250 million, whatever that's what it was.
We talked about
crazy.
That nigga agent is the GOAT.
Just didn't make sense.
Bro, I need his
Nigga
agent.
can sell sand to a beach.
It was like the Falcons felt like they had playoff hopes.
Yeah, $180 million,
For the
including
future.
a $50 million signing bonus.
They said we'd rather eat that and allow Penix to possibly get us to the playoffs and just continue to let you go out there and just be sorry as hell.
Atlanta ain't broke enough.
And now they're talking about the Browns possibly trading for Kirk Cousins. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me.
But it's like I kind of get it too, because at what point is enough? Even if you did pay the man, like for y'all, like y'all tell me y'all thoughts on it. Like at what point would enough be enough as far as like the Cousins situation? Like how long does he have to play sorry even though you paid him before you say, all right, Penix, let's go?
But I don't know. This close to the playoffs, I would feel like that is like a confidence killer.
So you would have well, Cousins 36 years old, ain't no confidence killer. But you're saying that you would have just wrote it out the rest of the season.
Yeah, I would have. Oh, yeah. I would.
I mean, if there was any time to start Michael Penix, it was this game. It was,
And look who's
Yeah, because I think
trying
they
to
do got a soft last few games, so you're right. I mean, I could see
No,
that. But then he's going to be in the playoffs possibly in 3 weeks if they make it.
yep.
think they make it though. They had such
Getting
a.
us there, bro. You terrible.
We talking about Cousins?
Yeah, you ain't getting there. And I'm sorry, Ragu. Fuck Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, all that disrespected quarterback.
Yeah,
all that shit
I don't want to
gotta
hear that shit ever again on this platform, my platform, or his platform. I don't want to hear that shit.
That
ever
nigga said
again.
his damn. He can't even say it on follow for murder. That's deep.
Hell no. I'm gonna find him every time he say that shit too.
Pop out of nowhere, huh? Like nigga, I heard this.
I'm gonna definitely say I'm gonna find like, nah, nigga, you can't say that shit.
And I'm gonna be all in the comments right with you, cool.
Yeah,
Nah,
I'm like,
nigga.
yo, that
I don't want to
boy
hear that shit.
trash, straight boo boo, man. No, fuck that.
That
Listen,
nigga had a 4-game stretch of 0 touchdowns and 8 interceptions.
right. Do it to the other team 8 times. Come on.
Jay, let me hear you. Are you pulling Cousins at that point? In this circumstance, even though you paid him. Remember, you paid him. You paid him.
Look, to me, I guess this is just how I look at it. Even if I pay you, if I feel like I can put myself in a better situation by starting the backup, I'm 100% going to it. It doesn't matter how much I pay you. I'm not caring about all that. That's just me
That's
personally.
a good way to look at it.
I know some people want
Well,
to.
that's easy for you to say
Yeah, that's a
because
fan.
you're not paying him.
Exactly.
The owner is paying him.
Not only that, you also have to look at it as to, okay, if I'm the GM and this is my decision, I did this, I can't just say, let me put in Penix over Cousins, because if they do that, that contract is automatically a failure, and I am going to be the person blamed for that. That's going to put my job in jeopardy. So
So you feel like if you're the GM, you try to like play it off and be like, no, well, we paid him. Let's just see how it go. And then next year, maybe.
Yeah.
Are we just paying them to lose? I mean, what?
Yeah, and that's the thing though. If you throw them out there, y'all.
That's true too, Cool. That's true
Yeah,
too.
we paying you to lose, bro. Because
Right. It's kind of weird that it came
yeah.
after a win though. That's the thing. Like they didn't do while he was going over for 8 for interceptions and losing games. It came after a win.
Yeah, he was winning. I didn't say he was winning, but there were some games he won, and they still was like, nah, bro.
All I know is, man, if I
We know that wasn't you, nigga. That was Judon and Terrell and Simmons and all them boys, nigga, and Bates. We ain't falling for that. We know that was a defense.
100%.
You couldn't score. They literally couldn't score, bro. If you remember that game, them niggas couldn't score for spit.
It's funny because like Kirk Cousins had his moments some portions of the season where it's like, okay, maybe he still got something in him, and then like
I F with it though. Let the defense carry the young nigga one time. Let him get a chance. Like nigga, you had your time. Cousins done had, and I don't care what rap we be talking about. Cousins done had a million chances with a bunch of different talented rosters, and this nigga ain't did spit. Word, that's noteworthy.
And then you signed him to a 35-year-old quarterback to a 4-year deal.
Who just tore his Achilles at that.
Yeah, hence the reason. Shout out to his fucking agent. Like,
if I'm coming into the NFL, I'm looking for whoever that nigga is.
bro,
Whatever agency that is, come holler at me.
Right.
And that's crazy because like even look at back at him. Like,
Tell Cuzzo.
Hell yeah, they should. They probably got somebody. Yeah, he should definitely be
his agent or
in route.
Watson's agent.
And it's already at home. That's in Atlanta. He in Atlanta too. So
There you go.
that Falcons GM got to go. Whoever made that decision, you sign a 35-year-old quarterback who tore his Achilles. You go out and you draft the Michael Penix, and then you see that all this money right now is looking kind of worthless that you just threw at Cousins, man.
But I'm telling you what I think it was, Jay. They must have signed Cousins. Excuse me, and probably immediately thereafter regretted it. I think that's what happened. They probably knew, like, damn, like, they probably thought about all the things that I just said. Like, damn, he is 35. He is coming off of the Achilles tear. Or maybe they just really didn't think Penix would be available at 8.
Right.
And they said it's too good to pass up.
Oh, I feel like he was projected to be. Trades happen, of course.
Right.
But I thought Penix was going to be maybe fall like mid first round.
Yeah, like to the Raiders.
He had the injury.
The Raiders.
He was a little older. I thought he was going to slip a little bit. But surprisingly,
because of the injury history?
Yeah. I feel like, it's a big deal when you have a quarterback who's that, who has like 2-3 season-ending injuries. I feel like that is kind of a big deal for a young guy, especially at 24, which is another reason.
That show how good he was that he still went top 10. Even with that. But so far, so good. He didn't look bad. He did a good job game managing. At some point, he's gonna have to start taking some shots. Maybe it is a good thing to throw him in the fire, get him some playoff experience right away, and then next year, what's the worst that could happen? You know what I mean?
Because technically, like you said, they are a quarterback away. They have playmakers.
Facts.
They know how to use them.
Facts.
Know how to use them, man. Maybe Penix could be the answer.
There's so many teams that would kill to have that roster.
Shout out to Judon. I forgot he was even in the league. I forgot all about him.
That's because he was on these sorry niggas wasted his career the last 3-4 years.
Hey.
That man was doing backflips out of New England. He was
How
like,
about
"Let's
Judon?
go."
Nigga.
Let's go Detroit, Chicago.
Anyway, one team got off the bus, the other team is the Detroit Lions. That's my analysis.
Damn.
That's a good way to put it, Tyrell. Yeah,
And I feel bad for Caleb Williams because I think he has a bright future. But
I
he's still
don't.
in the organization.
I don't feel bad for that.
I'm not gonna say
I'm
not gonna say I feel bad for the nigga who told his punter, "Hey, don't even worry about it, bro. You're gonna be on this bench getting real comfortable this season." And then the nigga get more yards than you. So it's kind of hard for me to have some empathy for you, especially for the same team that threw Fields away because they claimed it was, he's got scapegoated like it was all his fault. But now, it's the incompetent franchise. They don't got a line and all. Okay, well, that's the same team Fields was dealing with. So why not draft stuff to help him instead of saying, like, nah, we just want to get the guy who's going to be the next Mahomes?
Exactly.
Because different general manager, different head coaches. And when you got a team that doesn't envision that quarterback that they inherited, that's what they're going to do. The Browns did the exact same thing.
Okay, well, you made your bed. You got to lay in it.
Yep. Well, do you blame
ain't no well, nigga.
Because it was Ryan Pace that drafted Justin Fields, not this current regime. So who do you blame for that?
Okay, but he's also the one that got rid of Fields, right?
Mm-hmm. This current regime, yeah, they got rid of
Okay, so you have to take responsibility for that part of it. You could have rolled with Fields and just tried to fix that line. You know that line been needing fixing for a long time. Since
Trubisky was there, it needed that line.
Is that nigga even in the league?
I think is he back up for Pittsburgh?
Nah, he was last year.
Not on their squad.
I think y'all got what? Kyle Allen, y'all third string, right?
Kyle Allen. He's our third string. Shit, while you talking shit, call Trubisky on the Browns.
Right.
Look, at this point, I don't know why they took. I'm still mad they took on Jameis over DTR. DTR fucking sucks. He blows.
They both trash.
I mean, it ain't no win-win.
Ain't no win-win, but at least Jameis Winston is fun to watch.
No, we know.
Yeah, it's fun to watch for the other team.
That's the bar. That's the bar.
It's hella fun for the team playing them.
Shoot, it's fun for us to watch him throw interceptions like a grown man. I'm telling you, that's where our bar is right now. Oh, Trubisky's back with the Bills, by the way.
Well, y'all need some thoughts.
Ooh, that nigga Josh Allen better not get hurt. Oh, cool. Disclaimer: this is a team that was eliminated from this game. That's why I'm bringing this up. You got the Cardinals and Panthers. And the loss to the Panthers, which I guess nobody really saw, eliminated them from playoff contention.
Really?
I don't know why people should
shout out to the Panthers.
November.
They like I said, they're getting better though. They are getting better.
I see the growth. I ain't gonna lie. Even the games that they lost, like the Eagles and Chiefs, like the fact that Bryce put up a fight and had chances to win the game, exactly. I see they got something. And I hope they're stupid enough to get rid of them because we'll definitely take them in LA. I'll put that out there right now.
I mean, after these games, after the little stretch, they might keep them.
I feel like they have to. There's no way.
When the annual Call of Duty comes
if they F this up, that would be the most Panther thing ever.
Well, you know what? Bingo. Just because, just that shit right there alone.
They're gonna F this up.
They're gonna find a way to fuck that up. You're right, bro.
Hey,
you are definitely.
You know how JC? You know how you used to say fuck Dan Snyder?
Uh-huh.
Dave Tepper has found a way to make Dan Snyder look like a saint. That should tell you
No,
how
they
bad
don't.
of an owner he
Hell
is.
no, I disagree with that. Dan Snyder's
Bro,
dumbest
bro,
piece
have you
of
ever heard of Dan Snyder fighting? Have you ever heard of Dan
fuck
Snyder
that.
actually going up to people's restaurants and fighting people?
No, Tyrell, I stand on business with Dan Snyder. Fuck him. I cannot.
I mean, F him too,
no,
but Dave Tepper actually went to go
like no
fight
secret
people,
to
bro,
this nigga.
and pouring drinks on people.
Yeah, I saw that too. That's crazy to me.
I think like niggas, we was finally starting to like give him some love because he was finally building a new facility for them, and then come to find out he's trying to make the fans pay for the facility, and it was like, see, F you
Bro,
again.
it's an empty
Like-
shell. It's an empty shell in South Carolina. It's an empty shell, and all it is just steel beams over there.
Crazy.
Wow.
So F him.
Would
Stop
you
out of
take Jay and Jay? I know y'all is. Real, would you
Look.
take Bryce Young on your team right now?
Absolutely. I will also take a paper bag on our team as quarterback if he asks me.
All right.
But I'm being
I forgot
overdramatic.
who
I'm being
talking to.
joyful. But in all seriousness, no, I would take Bryce Young on my team. I would.
Okay.
Also on Kyler Murray. Now y'all know when that annual Call of Duty come out, the season's over for the Arizona Cardinals.
Yeah.
Bro, post October Kyler Murray is horrible.
Yeah.
He's horrible. You can't trust
What
the
happened
Cardinals
to I think he hurt right now, but what happened to Marv, man? I know he got some injuries and shit, but that nigga started off the season like looking like Hopkins when he was there, and then now it's like
I don't know. But Kyler Murray better get it together before his daddy come out there. You don't want his daddy coming out there.
Sorry about that.
You don't want Marvin Harrison Sr. coming out there. Might be a cold case on our hands soon. So
and that nigga, all he gonna do is go run over there to them Las Vegas A's and call it a day.
Yep. Hey, you better get him a witness protection program because Marvin Harrison Sr. coming through your town. Let me shut up before you come to my town and shoot me.
Here's the thing where I can say is that how many wins did we get at Cardinals this year?
That's fair, cool.
You know what I mean? This is a team that we had last year.
They definitely
but
outseeded
they are
expectations.
They improving somewhat. They just got to do. They'll better. And
I was just saying with Harrison specifically, and I understand he's a rookie, but I'm like, where did the chemistry kind of have a layoff? Because they came in, they was clicking at first.
I'll tell you where the chemistry fell off at. Call of Duty Black Ops 6 came out. That's what happened.
Nigga stupid.
But you know, even like one.
What that got to do with anything?
You know, week one, it was looking like Kyler was like not throwing him the ball, which I'm not saying that's the case now, but it seems like this it's always kind of just been there. Like, I don't know what's the issue. I feel like Marvin Harrison can still be great, but it just.
I feel like Murray is as good as his receiver carries him to be. Like, his receiver one has to be like phenomenal for him to be good.
Phenomenal.
Like, he can't. He's not the type to just like elevate the receiver corps you give him type. So that's not really his game. Like we noticed that like before he got hot, we seen how he was, and then once he got hot, and then the games Hop got injured. We, you know what I'm saying? Like, remember that playoff game he had against us? Yep. That's Kyler Murray when he don't got a receiver one.
Right.
You know what I mean?
you can. That's the one positive with Kyler Murray. He's gonna get your star wide receiver the ball. That's the one thing about him.
But you gotta have a star. That's probably his formula. You have to have a star receiver.
But here's the thing.
Y'all feel like that
Marvin Harrison Sr. is gonna be coming knocking on that door if he don't get his son the ball now. Just saying, it's gonna be a cold case.
Daddy gotta let a man be a man.
I just
don't know. You don't know Daddy like I know Daddy.
But I don't know. After we seen what happened with Brunson and Tim Hardaway, we seen Daddy's getting involved in the NBA. But I don't know, like NBA, you can get away with spit like that. You can't do that in football. You get clowned.
Yeah. No, it's
you gonna get clowned. You can't do that.
That's another reason why.
I ain't gonna say you get clown. You'll get beat up F around. Like
that's why the Raiders are down. They ain't got no hood people in the NBA no more.
Yeah,
ain't nobody hood no more.
That's fair.
Ain't nobody hood. Ain't nobody country.
And Jay Will, thank you for bringing it up earlier. You know what I'm saying? You know, y'all know what time it is. You know what I mean? They said it was over for us. You know what I'm saying? After the Eagles game, y'all listening? 0.1% chance to make the playoffs.
Yeah, y'all didn't have.
Yes, that's what the media said.
Yep.
They said 0.1% chance after we lost to the Eagles. Now, what it look like?
Hey,
Shout out to
JC,
y'all. Shout out
That's
to
why
y'all.
I'm
that
popping
Eagles
it,
game.
nigga.
Hey, JC, that Eagles game was y'all Northern Illinois game. Because after that, it woke up a beast. It woke up a beast.
I just think it was, bro. Honestly, bro, when I look at that game, the way, and I said this at the time, bro. Sometimes in the NFL, you can do all the X's and O's, you want all that spit. Sometimes it simply comes down to that team is better than we are, and I feel like that was one of them games. Philly was a better team than us. We could have done better as far as stopping the run. 255 is inexcusable under any circumstances, but as far as the overall game, I was pleased. The game wasn't as bad as that score looked. It just came down to the Eagles being more talented at us, which is, even though me and Isaiah was just fighting about it, that's the reason why I said that's the only team I'm actually kind of scared of in the playoffs out of everybody. But that's all that was, bro. But the Rams, we've been counted out literally all season, bro. So pardon me for popping it now. And Dre, that includes you, nigga, while you trying to go on mute over there. As crazy as you was talking in the prediction episode. Now you trying to text me, be all buddy, nigga. Stand on business, nigga.
Yeah, that's
Stand
all we
on
want to hear
business.
your shit, Dre. You can keep your little.
What
message.
happened, Dre?
Yeah, my bad.
I think he gave us like 4-5 wins his damn self.
Disrespectful.
Niggas had no faith. Jay, you wasn't here for predictions, so I don't know what you would have said.
I watched. I win.
Like Sean McVay getting 5 wins is crazy.
Like, I understand.
Why
like,
don't y'all? Hold on, let me ask y'all this: why don't y'all believe in McVay? If he was to retire today, he would be a fucking Hall of Fame coach. Why are y'all disrespecting this man like this?
Wait, who is y'all?
You gotta ask the media.
No, not you. No, nigga, take yourself off mute, nigga. I'm talking to you. Nigga acting like he doing something over there.
Yeah.
No, not you, Jay Will.
All of a sudden, when the Rams come,
I didn't see your predictions, Jay Will. I'm talking about the disrespectful.
Nah, Jay wasn't here that day.
No, I'm just saying the 2 years I've been on this show. From
he always has some low win count.
Yeah,
for the
you
Rams,
always
for sure.
have some sidebar shit, and when niggas try to get on you about golf, I'm like, hold on, y'all do the same.
But for the Rams, here's my question: for the Rams to be a LA team, why is it that even our Super Bowl year in 21, it seems like when people talk about those elite or good teams, we're never really. It's like we're not like that sexy team to talk about. Like we just get like pushed under the radar, and then it's like McVay has to keep reminding people, and I think along with Stafford, have to remind people like who they are. You don't ever really hear Stafford come up when they talking about the top quarterbacks in the league. You McVay kind of gets his love, but at the same time, when it comes to predictions and records and playoff games and all that, or who to watch out for, whoever ends up saying the Rams are a team to watch out for, they look like they having an effing hot take. Like, why do y'all think there's a narrative like that on the Rams in general?
Right.
It just be
you know how I feel about the Rams, so all right. I'll never give up.
I'm just saying because I know y'all are the football heads, so I'm like maybe I'm a Rams fan, so it's like I could be coming from a certain place of bias always with my team. That's why I'm asking outsiders like, what is it that y'all think that why people look at our team, even when we have elite rosters, and say like yeah, they're good, but we don't really see it.
I just feel like I just feel like media wise, the Rams are not pushed correctly, which is kind of weird because they're in the LA market.
LA, that's what's confusing. Like we're in the biggest market outside of New York.
Exactly. Like you would think, like, and y'all have had guys like Cooper Kupp, Aaron Donald, and it just still feels like y'all have never really got the media coverage that y'all have deserved, in my opinion. That's how I always
Jay, when we played Cincinnati in the Super Bowl, who wasn't even supposed to be there, it was dead smack 50-50 on who people thought would win that game. Even with how our roster was. So that's Hey Drake, Coop had questions for you, nigga, while you trying to act like you ain't hear him.
I didn't. I was talking to some of my family.
He wants to know why you be disrespecting McVay like he ain't like that. Talking about 5 wins. When you said 5 wins on prediction episode, that's McVay disrespect.
Oh yeah, and I will be the first to be on here and say I apologize because I was dead wrong.
Listen, we ain't trying to hear that. We want to know why. We want to know why You
Oh,
disrespect.
because you're in LA. Yeah.
You in LA too. So what that mean?
Thank you.
Technically,
Thank you.
no. My body's here. My soul's in Boston. Sorry.
That's disgusting.
Oh,
That is so
my
Body's
disgusting.
here. My
You are
soul's in
disgusting
Boston.
individual. They
I'm
need
only
to put
here
you
for a
on-
little
That
bit.
is not. That
They
is
need to
I'm
put
only
you
here for a little bit.
diabolical wild work.
Most evil.
I'm only here for a
disgusting
little
man.
bit.
No, fuck that. I ain't hearing that shit.
Yeah, please hurry up.
You are
Don't do it.
You are
Coach.
one of the motherfuckers who disrespect somebody, then wants to apologize. Fuck that. I ain't having that shit. I just don't understand. Like,
Okay, so let me. All right, so let's get this out the way. Dre, are
Mhm.
you saying from now on, and as long as you've been on the show, anytime you spoke on the Rams, you were not being objective ever?
Oh, I absolutely was.
How?
Well, objective. Oh no, I'm thinking objective as in like being negative or something.
sound like
No,
you don't know what that
absolutely am
word
negative.
means.
Because you're in
okay?
LA.
So the all grind sports fans, when you hear Dre speak on the Rams or anything LA related, just know it's not coming from a
Kings, Rams.
mute. It's not coming from a place of objectivity. Just know that.
Man, Drake, I gotta understand. I'm still lost on how you know if you from LA, but you Boston fan.
Oh no, my soul.
He's
my
confused.
body is in LA.
Hold on, a Boston, San Francisco Giant, Ohio State,
Hey, you know,
It sounds like you just
Patriots
jumped on
fan.
the bandwagon to be.
Oh no, it's all Boston. It's
and
for
Ohio
me.
State
Like,
sound
if
like
my
a
Giant,
bandwagon
like,
school. Jay Will just
if
said
the-
it was
Boston
half
ain't
Tennessee
even
in the
got no
building.
college.
I think
If
that
the
is a
Gi-
perfect depiction.
So
of
you a
yours.
Boston
They are a
college
bandwagon
fan?
school.
Too?
You are absolutely right, JC.
no, but I'll root for them if they're in the playoffs,
Spot
and I'm
on.
not.
Spot on.
Name one Boston college.
This
Name
nigga
one
real
Boston.
stupid.
But for
Name
example,
without looking it up. Name one Boston college fan. Player. Come on, be real.
that as long as they
Matt
got
Ryan.
Boston near it.
Damn, that nigga
here's the
said
thing,
without
though.
looking it up. He making
Without looking it up, because I know how Dre is. Without looking it up, name one
But
person.
I'm a Giant. I'm a San Fran Giants. Yes, absolutely, I am. But when they are knocked out or don't make it,
Red Sox.
then I'm pulling for. I'm hoping Boston at least wins.
Oh,
my
come
team is
on.
out. I want everybody. I don't know what you talking about.
Come on.
No Dodgers, no Lakers, no Clippers, no Kings, none of that.
You might
No
as well
LA
just move up a set.
Galaxy.
I
Just
hope
move up
everybody
a
in
set.
LA sees this.
I think Kendrick Lamar was talking about you and not like us when he was saying that.
Yeah, he was. He was, J. Will.
That's what
He was.
It's okay.
He definitely was talking about this nigga Dre.
Yeah, that's
Hey, they was talking about this nigga in the Lion King too, J. Will. You are not one of us. You are not.
Oh,
Dre is about the most confusing sports fan
Come
I've
on.
probably ever met.
bro, I got more love for LA, and I've never been over there.
You're
Like,
disgusting.
Come on, Dre. Come on.
Well,
man.
what the
that
fuck? You're in
disgusting,
Cleveland,
man.
yet you banter Ohio.
I hate Ohio State.
Who's your
what are you
college
talking
team?
about?
Notre Dame?
Yeah,
Where Notre
Yeah.
Dame at?
Indiana.
that's not far fetched though.
Yeah, that ain't far at all.
Nah, that do sound a
It's
little
only a three-
bandwagon.
it's only a
I ain't gonna
3.5
lie. Notre
drive.
Dame. When has Notre Dame been bad?
No. we don't
Is
wanna
it
talk
worse
about-
than being across the country? Hold on, wait. Is it worse being across the country rooting for rivals that you was born in?
Absolutely not.
Like a Boston fan in LA, I feel like that should
Yeah, come on.
That's
That's
blasphemy.
be jail. That's jail time.
Facts, Jay. Facts.
I'm surprised he allowed to
Preach.
show
That's
his
like
face.
me.
Not even
Listen,
close to
I was
Ronald.
born in
And
New
And then
York,
it's
right?
like you didn't even go all the way Boston. It's like you just did
Exactly.
it
That nigga
on
went
some weird shit. Because then
everything
you go
Boston,
root
bro.
for the Giants. Like where the F
Right.
did that come from?
Let's be real
And
here.
In Ohio State.
As long as
Yeah, where the
it
fuck did
don't
that
say
come
LA next to the title, we good.
That's
Nigga, that's like me. I'm born in New York, and I'm automatically a fucking Patriots fan.
Actually, as a matter of fact,
no
my
shit.
whole
no tie.
actually, as a matter of fact, JC, my first manager for the first job I ever had in 2017, she's from Boston. She was born and raised in Boston, but she loved all LA teams.
There's
I don't
nothing
know
wrong.
why.
There's nothing wrong with that. That's
Sick.
absolutely
She's
fine.
sick in the head.
She's smart.
But-
She wanted to get away. She wanted to get away from the disgusting aura of that
Yeah, nigga,
disgusting city.
and
That's
we ain't talking
understandable.
about we ain't talking about your boss. We talking about your naive. ass. We ain't talking about that, nigga. We talking about you. Don't be trying to like bring her in your shit.
Right.
Hey, you
All
are
y'all
one
down
confused.
Try to use her as a shield, nigga.
Right.
Hey, Dre, you are one confused rainbow. I'll tell you that right now. One confused rainbow.
Hey, what my nigga Pac
Hey.
saying? Poetic justice. We ain't talking about my mom. We talking about your
Sorry,
sister.
Mox. Exactly.
Also, just growing
And
up around.
Jay Will a little all over the place, but his teams is bad, so I can't
Look,
even call him. Like
you
I
gotta
don't remember
realize-
any of his teams being good in the last 20
gotta
years.
realize too, like I live in Mississippi, right? So I don't have any professional. I'm Ole Miss. Anything college, I'm Ole Miss. The closest baseball stadium to me is the Cardinals. That's my baseball team.
Ooh, God damn, Jay! Cardinals,
I mean, you're not
Bulls,
lying.
and Colts. God bless your soul.
Also, I just followed my favorite college player at Ole Miss, so I kind of just stuck with him, Dante Moncrief. But yeah, it's been a tough.
Oh my God!
That's
Hey,
a
man.
Bulls fan.
Better days are ahead, brother. I'm praying for you.
Yes.
That's a way to. That's a good way to.
Hey,
You are
hey,
putting yourself like you were a free agent and you decided to put yourself through misery on purpose. What is
Right.
wrong with you, bro?
Look, I'm putting it to you like this: the fact that he lived in Mississippi, God bless him.
Anyway, exactly. So and you could have chose anybody you wanted, nobody would have said a word. And he said, "I'm gonna go Colts, Bulls, and Cardinals."
Oh,
Lord
my
have mercy.
goodness.
It's a tough life.
Wait, did you become a Colts fan after Peyton Manning, or like right before he left?
After payment, I became
Oh, God bless you.
2013.
God
That's
bless
a
you.
true diehard fan. Then, if you
Yeah, that is.
after
That is, bro.
Yeah, because the Colts fan I brought on here, and not to say he a bandwagon, but the Colts
right
fan I
back.
brought on here, he was a Peyton guy, and he just stuck with him after Peyton left. But that's usually how a lot of people end up being fans of a team. Usually it was one player, and then the player left, and then it was like, "Well, I'm gonna still rock out." Like it's a whole lot.
Wait a minute. Time
It's
out.
a whole lot.
Why do you like the Bulls?
Just because that was my first basketball team. I played with them on 2K. It's a kind of crappy story. I was a Luol Deng and Derrick Rose fan. That's the reason why.
Oh, that Derrick Rose there.
Okay.
I don't know, like,
Okay.
Yeah,
but
I can see
before
that.
Tom Thibodeau messed
I
that up.
chose the Bulls. I chose the Bulls, and I was like, I might as well stick to them because I'm not gonna be.
You're a Memphis guy, ain't you?
Yeah, I wasn't gonna be.
So that's that. Okay, that explains Derrick Rose. Okay, that's what's up.
What made you say I'm not going the Memphis route?
I have the other side of my family. They love Memphis, but they're also a Mississippi State fan. I'm not rooting for any team that they root for. So Memphis, I cannot root for them.
Damn. You would have had Ja right now, man.
Same reason I'm not a Saints fan, but they're Saints fans, and I'm not.
You would have had Ja instead of Zach LaVine in 20 games Alonzo.
Talk about it, man. I'm used to the.
I respect it though, man. I respect it.
Yeah, I respect you, bro.
I'm still pissed at how the Hawks got the number
But I
one.
just want to let you know, nobody here would blame you if you said, you know what, I want to start fresh from scratch for my mental health. We would totally understand, brother.
Could have been like Dre, and be like, you know what? Let me go root for the Ohio States and the Boston Celtics. But no, I'm gonna keep my own struggle over here.
Yeah. All right, I'm back.
Yes.
Well, once we win a chip or something like that, I promise you, it's gonna feel good.
Yeah, I know what it was with Dre. Dre seen them Celtics beat the Lakers in 08 and thought Smith was sweet. Now that boy been miserable ever since.
Let the Colts go to the
Another one last year, so I'm cool.
But don't nobody care about that hospital run y'all niggas had playing Max.
Hey, if you
playing
hurt,
Max
too
Strus
fucking bad.
and,
If you hurt, too fucking
playing
bad.
Max Strus and Andrew Nimbard.
Dre,
Nigga,
how old
nobody
are you?
care about that Smith.
How old are you, Dre?
Hurt? That's on you.
Dre, how old are you?
26.
Yeah, that's 08, brother.
I became a fan in
That's not-
I became a
about
fan
right.
in 06.
It was 08, nigga. Don't try to.
No, I became
don't
a fan
try
in
to do it.
06.
You know it was 08. Don't stop
Bro,
it.
the year before winning the title, we lost 61 games. And then the 08 season, we won. That was the year we acquired KG in that offseason. Motherfucker.
You became a fan when KG and the boys came. It's all right.
Nope.
You was a kid, Dre.
I was a fan when we
nobody's
lost.
holding that against you.
We lost 61 games the year before.
I don't believe you was a fan of that team. I'm sorry. I
became-
don't see it.
I'll send you some pictures of me as a little kid. I'll send you some on the chat.
So Paul Pierce was your guy.
Paul Pierce was definitely my guy, and
fuck
Ray
all that.
Allen.
This is But
All right, let me ask you this. All
Rajon-
right,
hold on.
Bro,
let me
we
ask.
had-
Let me ask him this. Let me ask him this
Oh,
first.
we got a
Jesse.
rush?
Coop, I got
Let
you.
me
Hold
ask
on,
him
Coop, I got you. One real quick, before you do that.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to see your hands. Make sure you ain't looking it up. I want you to name 3 players on that team right
I
now.
was just about to ask that. Name me 3 players.
Right
Name
now
me 3
from that
players.
squad. If you can't name 3 players from that team,
And I know, and
It's
I ain't gonna lie
questions.
to you, I know the 06 Boston Celtics. So go ahead.
I'm gonna have to look it up. I'm gonna tell you
No,
right
no,
now.
I just me. I know.
But I
Not
know who
naming
was
Paul
on my
Pierce.
team in
Not naming
06.
Paul
I can
Pierce.
name 3 players when we was sorry as
Name
hell.
3
Not
So I
players.
want to
naming
know.
Paul Pierce.
Name 3 players, Dre.
Not
And
naming
you
Paul
can
Pierce.
name
Don't look
Paul
down.
Pierce.
Don't
You
look
can name
down.
Paul Pierce.
Look, no, don't name Paul Pierce. No, without no. I was gonna
Oh,
say
I was
without
gonna name
Paul
him
Pierce.
one.
Coop, you letting them stall.
No,
3
No.
players, Dre.
go ahead. 3 players.
No, I literally became a fan because of Paul. That was and my mom's old coworker. He gave me his bobblehead.
So you don't
Come on,
remember a
Paul
single
Pierce.
other player from that team.
No, but I know we lost 61
That's
games that year.
crazy.
No, you
Like, even
didn't
when I
lose
was
61
a
games.
And then acquired KG in
No,
that
you
offseason.
didn't.
Bro,
You didn't lose
my
61
mama was one of the 10 Clippers fans in LA when I was a
Damn.
kid. Okay,
Damn, God bless
so I
her.
was watching Clipper games. I
God
can
bless
name
her.
3 people from the Clippers from that
I can
era,
name
and I
3
wasn't
people
even a
from that
Clippers
sorry-ass
fan.
Boston
And
team.
you can't name 3 people from the Celtics the year before
What made
KG
your
and them
Yeah,
got
I
mother
was
there.
choose
high
the
half the
Clippers?
time,
Lord have
so
mercy.
I can talk about like
You were
John.
high
don't
half
be
the
working
time.
all the time.
You were high half the time, so you were high at
Oh,
12.
boy.
No,
were
I
high
said
at
I'm
12?
high now. Oh, hold on. Now I do. My
No, shut up,
mind
man.
be a little fried
I ain't
sometimes.
hearing that shit from
Coop
you,
don't
man.
let spit slide.
I ain't letting shit slide. I'm gonna tell you right now. I can name 3
Oh, my
players from your
gosh.
sorry ass team, and y'all didn't lose 61 games.
Hey, Antoine Walker was there, right?
No,
Was Justin Reed there a little bit?
Well, oh,
I
so
think-
he was the 04
Kendrick
squad.
Perkins was there. I think Kendrick Perkins, Al Jefferson, sorry ass was there.
Perkins had just got drafted. Literally, he came out of high school.
Rondo, fresh Rondo. Rondo was on there too.
Nah, Rondo came 07.
No, Rondo was on 06, 07. He was on the bus.
He got drafted in 07, didn't
No, Rajon Rondo was there.
I thought he was like 07.
06, 07. He
he?
was there.
Oh,
06.
I thought it was 07.
Let me look it up real quick.
Oh, look that up. 2006, 2007.
That's my
Boston Celtics.
second all-time favorite point guard.
No, Rondo was on that team. He's right.
He was on that team.
Oh,
Dre,
damn.
there's some names on this team, man. Yeah,
Yeah,
like
that should have been easy work.
Tony
And
Allen.
hold on, hey, Jay Will they did not lose 61 games. They lost 50 something, didn't they?
Yeah, 58.
So you don't know shit,
Three
Jay.
games off. Okay.
It's notable names on this, like
They
Delonte
lost 61 games.
That was 3
Tony
games
Allen.
off. Relax.
Tony Allen, I feel like give me.
Talking about 61, nigga. Please.
Was
Yeah,
Doc
the
was
greatest
Doc the
show on
coach?
turf.
Was Doc the
Yeah,
coach?
Doc was the coach. Doc was
No, I was asking Dre, why y'all helping him?
oh.
I would say that's a lot of notable names.
All right, we'll get
Have to
off
win
Dre.
another one
Pause.
this year too.
Let's go Eagles and the Washington Communist Party.
Jaden fucking Daniels.
He back. The rookie of the year conversation.
Holy
That's been a
shit.
shut close, nigga. Don't ever revisit that again.
Well, you don't forget, JC. The people that are gonna pick these votes are the people that said an armed punt.
Man, that's
so
been a shut close. I looked at the Vegas odds, nigga.
it
That's been
better
over
be.
with.
Right.
Oh man,
I pull some crazy shit.
That's been over with.
is it crazy to say that even as a rookie, like Jaden Daniels been such a quarterback in the game right now? Because he has gotten like.
I mean, we raved about CJ last season, and he won 10 games. Jaden got 10 wins right now.
Like, it's just like every time, like back against the wall, they need a score. He goes out and like just
Finds
proves.
a way.
You know what I mean?
And it was a comeback win.
Like he had the Hail Mary. He had the game against Dallas where they missed the extra
Yep.
point. He got this, and it's like, man,
And shout out Vontae Brickhands.
man. Yeah,
Like, matter of fact,
Kenny
hold
Pickett
on, let
was
me
even
talk
in
to
the
the
league and his sorry ass.
Let me talk to the delusional Eagle fans real quick that's been popping they spit. Oh, the only reason y'all beat us is because it was Kenny Pickett. Like, Pickett didn't even play bad if you actually watch the effing game. Like, he gave them a chance to win. It was Vontae Brickhands who lost the game.
Mhm.
But it was, Jaden.
Bro, that was Kenny's best game of his career. That was his
I
best game of
ain't
his
gonna
career.
say all that, but it was it was a good game though
Marvin,
for what he needed.
that was his
For what
best
they
game of
needed
his
him to
career.
do.
You know that.
No, it wasn't.
What was
Yeah,
a
Coop
better
would
game?
know. Coop would know better than that.
What was a better game?
when he beat the Raiders Christmas Day 2 years ago.
Oh,
Sure.
he said
Sure.
that quick too. That's a nigga that knows his team right there.
Exactly.
It's because they beat the Raiders.
Now that Washington, I mean, I'm gonna say now that because they, if I'm not mistaken, they got a couple of good wins, and I know they've already overachieved by far. Nobody had them doing this. So now that Washington has beat the Eagles in this fashion, regardless of what quarterback was there, where do y'all see this team in the playoffs if they hold on to make a wild card spot?
They're a dark horse to make it to the conference game.
Okay.
Sure, for sure. So, like,
Man, it's gonna be tough because like we've never seen Jaden Daniels on that stage, so it's kind of hard to say like whether he's gonna show up or not.
Right.
I don't. I
We
would
said
be
the same thing about CJ, and that nigga came.
Yeah.
Sorry, Tyrell, but he
That's
came
all
out there and lit niggas up.
Look at the background. It's okay.
I just wouldn't be surprised if they win a game. I still don't see them making like a run in the playoffs, but I wouldn't be surprised if they win a game. Just all depends on matchups, you know. So
Yeah, who they play.
If they beat if they see the Eagles, they will lose again.
I think seeing the Eagles would help them because they get a familiar division matchup, so that would actually be a plus for them.
Yeah, because
they probably don't fear them the way other teams do because they like we see these niggas all the time.
So they still number 7.
Let me.
They number 7. They'll play 2. So yeah, if they play the Eagles again, I don't know.
and then like kind of like what you said too, like last week or the week before, you don't really want to play certain teams 3 times in the same.
Exactly.
No, you don't.
That'd be crazy.
especially this close to the playoffs too, because now they already have like when you see
There
another
will be
team.
But we gotta wait to see what's going on with the NFC North to figure out who's gonna be number 2. Because that's still a 3-team race. Right
Yeah,
there.
people. I don't know why people acting like the Vikings ain't sitting on 2 wins. They damn self this whole time.
You know what it is though too.
And,
I feel like
my
it's just
bad.
people out there that don't believe in. Not us. I'm just
I know what
saying
you
it.
meant,
The
JC.
outsiders looking in don't believe in Sam Darnold. That's probably why you don't hear it as much.
That's true, but I believe in Brian Flores. Coop, by the way, Washington is a 7 seed at 10-5 right now.
We gonna see what this
And the
this Vikings
teams,
team
the
really
only teams
is.
left that are in the hunt is Tampa Bay because they're fighting with Atlanta for their number 1 seed. They're both 8-7, but I believe Atlanta has the tiebreaker right now. And then Seattle needs the Rams to lose out, and they win out. Yeah, I think because I would make them 9-8. That would make us. Oh no, we would both be 9-8. So then it would come down to strength of schedule. So Rams more than likely are gonna get the spot. So really, it's Tampa Bay. That's the real. That's the team that's in the hunt. That's on.
Wait, would it come down to?
They probably won't catch Washington. They would have to. It would be between them and Atlanta getting that division. You said what, bro?
Never mind.
So with Atlanta winning, they still number 4. So they would face the Vikings in the playoffs. If the playoffs was to start today, Falcons
Vikings is 5.
Yeah, Falcons will play number 5.
They would play 5. Vikings would play the Falcons, and then I believe we would play.
Y'all would play the Packers.
Woo! But that's
And they beat us. They beat us earlier in the season when we had like 8 players on IR, and it came down to 1 possession. So that'd be a hell of a game.
Yeah, because all Washington got to do is win this.
Actually, if I'm being honest with you, I'd rather not play the Packers first round. Like out of all them teams, I think if I had to choose, I would say either Minnesota. I would say Minnesota. If I had to choose like in order of those 3 teams, I would go Minnesota, Washington, and the Packers. And I say Minnesota because we beat them already.
Yeah.
So I feel like, we have what it takes to beat Minnesota and hold down our defense can get out of Sam Darnold. Jaden is unpredictable, so it's like I'd rather avoid that type of nigga who be getting sticky like that. But I don't want to see Jordan Love in the first round personally.
Nah, I wouldn't want to see it.
On a whole different level, man.
Because I got the Packers. I got the Packers as a NFC dark horse this season that they could go to the Super Bowl. Honestly,
Look, for all the people that shitted on the Packers for picking up Jordan Love 4 years ago, look at them now. Look at them now. They did it again.
Again, bro.
Again.
They finna go 40 years with
And think
3
about it.
quarterbacks.
They, and if you think about it, like even before that pick, when everybody was crapping on them for not picking up skill players, they were picking up defensive players for this type of season.
But the
They
thing
been
is,
building
this
this
is what I
team
was
for the
telling
last 5
people.
years.
Real, this is what I was telling people about the Packers coming into the season, though. Like, or not this season, but last season. All they lost really was Aaron Rodgers, and I get it. You're talking about a first ballot Hall of Famer, but if Jordan Love was as just a decent to good quarterback, they still had the same running backs, they still had the same defense, they still had the same coach, like they still had the same scheme, everything in place. They literally just switched out the quarterback. And if you're good, and Packers have shown to be a competent franchise for the most part of our lives, so all Love had to do was be solid, and I knew that they still had what it took to be good because they had a defense.
And LaFleur has proven that he did not get carried by Aaron Rodgers. And this whole organization, again, they have a formula, like you said, that
unlike
worked
McCarthy,
for the last 35 years, 40 years. Why mess up that formula? You draft a quarterback, have him sit behind for 3.5 years, and once it gets like year 14, 15,
that's what I've been telling everybody to do. But cool, what Ragu and Isaiah.
But you got to make sure that you pick the right person.
They keep saying, "Get your butt out there. Get your butt out there. Get your young butt out there." That's all they keep telling me when I say
your young ass out there. I agree with that though. Get your young ass out there.
You see, Atlanta told Penix that,
and that's what I think. That's why I go back to earlier. I think that's what Atlanta tried to do with this. They tried to bring in the veteran with Kirk Cousins, sign him to a big contract,
but he started playing so bad. It was like,
then draft. Which I think you are also right, JC, in the sense of when they're sitting there at number 8. Like, wait, hold on, Michael Penix is still there. Dude, we can really make this to a Packers situation like we wanted to. Like I think both of us are right in that situation.
I don't know where the league lost sight of that to where it's like these niggas got to be immediate franchise turnaround guys. Like
because when you had guys about 10, 15 years ago, or more so 15 years ago, when you started having guys like Cam Newton, your Andrew Lucks, I would even say your RG3s. Well, RG3 had a phenomenal rookie season. Your Russell Wilsons, when you got these young cats coming in and just starting instantly and making impacts, RG3 did make an impact.
Russ thing.
Russ didn't make an impact for the Seattle Seahawks instantly. Like I'm not talking about.
You see how the first thing you went to was impact out of everything you could have said. That tell you all you need to know right there.
Yeah, and Seattle when that made it to the divisional round with Matt Flynn starting at quarterback. So
I'm just saying when you talking about phenomenal rookie seasons, nigga, you tried to throw Russ in there
and Russ was in the conversations of offensive rookie of the year. I watched the NFL at the time. He was in the conversation of rookie of the year at the time.
I watched them niggas at the time. They had Legion of Boom.
Exactly. He was in the conversation for rookie of the year, so he made an impact his rookie year. Like I said, you think Matt Flynn or Tavares Jackson leading that team to the division?
No, I'm saying the other names you brought up, Russ ain't on that level, nigga. That's what I'm saying. When we talking about the Jadens and the RG3s and the Andrew Lucks and the Cam Newtons, what the F are we talking about at that point?
What I'm saying is you're asking where this stuff came from. You can throw Russ into that conversation of having these rookies come in and start instantly.
What I specifically said was franchise changer. That was what I said.
So Russ didn't change. It didn't help change.
Not that year, no. Not in his rookie season.
So Russ didn't beat rookie RG3.
Okay, so now you're doing quarterback for quarterback. I didn't know RG3 was on defense. Did he have a better rookie season than RG3?
No.
Absolutely
I wouldn't say that. So I wouldn't say that.
Okay, but
as
that's
far
what
as from
I
a statistical standpoint, no. As far as a team success, yes. As far as a team success, yes.
What was y'all just talking about earlier, Tyrell? Don't crash the Lambo. No, that's it. He didn't crash the Lambo.
No.
He was not the difference maker on that Seahawks team. Are we all in agreement with that?
So you're saying that Matt Flynn and Tavares Jackson would have.
Why do you keep bringing that nigga up? Why are you bringing that nigga up?
That was Russell's competition when he came into the league. Was Tavares
But
Jackson
I'm not
in between?
comparing him to the backups. I'm comparing him to the other phenomenal rookies
The
that you
backups,
mentioned.
they were the two starters before Russ started.
Marv.
Again, you're saying where did this whole spit come from about rookies coming in and starting immediately? I gave you 4 names. Cam
Russ
Newton,
was not one
Andrew
of them
Luck.
names. Russ is
Yes,
not
he
a guy
was.
that niggas saw and said, "Oh yeah, we got to let a rookie come right away and start." Because look what that nigga did. Nobody was talking about Russ like that after his rookie season. Nobody was having that conversation.
Yes, they were.
Disagree, bro. Disagree.
Yes,
Talk
they
to
were.
He definitely was in like the rookie of the year talks though, bro.
But okay, we're talking
here's
about
the
somebody
thing.
who turns the franchise. That's why I'm being specific with what I said. I said someone who comes in and turns the franchise around right away. That's what teams expect these top 10, top 15 picks to do right now. That's why they keep throwing these niggas out here under the fire, setting them up for failure, because they want you to turn around the franchise right now, whether we're competent or incompetent. Russ was not in that situation to where it's like, get out there and save our franchise. They had a historic defense that carried them to a Super Bowl.
But when did that defense be built though? They
That
all came
defense started
together
getting
when
built in
Russ came there. Though.
2010.
They all came there when Russ came there though. They wasn't together like that before Russ got there. No. The Legion of Boom was not thought of. They was just there. All of them was there in 2012.
Thank you.
But
Thank you.
but when was Russ in that first year, or did Russ turn into Russ 2-3 years down the line to Russ
No,
like,
that
oh
was that
wait a
first year.
minute, this nigga's, you said what?
It was that first year. Again, he was the third string quarterback going into training camp. Going into training camp, he was the third string
Maybe
quarterback.
my memory don't serve me
and
correctly.
he
Let me go back and look at this.
And he outperformed Tavares Jackson and a quarterback they just signed to it at the time a big contract in Matt Flynn, and outperformed both of them. And they gave him the keys and said, "Don't fuck this up. Go
And
do
he
what
killed
you gotta
niggas
go
in
do."
the playoffs that year.
He
Okay.
did.
Yeah, what are we talking
Okay,
about?
3,100 yards, 26 tutties, 10 interceptions. That's a damn good
what?
season for a rookie.
And in 2012,
I was about to say.
and a tougher defense.
Yeah, JC, yeah, I disagree, bro. He definitely did kind of like turn things around.
Marv just defending him because he is quarterback right now. He had to jump.
No, I'm not.
You wouldn't have
JC.
cared.
I'm
You wouldn't have
defending
cared if
facts.
that nigga was still on
No,
Denver.
bro, I'm defending facts here because that was true though. And then later that year in the playoffs, when Atlanta was expected to beat the Seahawks, this nigga went on the run to drive and came back and beat Atlanta. So that's what I'm saying. Yeah, bro.
Like they lost it, yeah, because Atlanta had to do what Atlanta had to have a last second drive to even beat Seattle that year.
And what my man Ragu would say if he was here, Russ took the job.
Sure did. He smashed it.
Oh my god, I do not want to have a
Because-
conversation with him.
Because going into that training camp, it was the talk was who you going to start, Matt Flynn or Tavares Jackson, and Russ came out of nowhere and snatched the whole job. He snatched it. They signed Matt Flynn to a 3-year, $30 million contract, which was big at the time.
Yeah, I was about to say that sound like peanuts now. That's crazy.
So that's why I'm like, where it came from, you got to throw Russ in that conversation. Russ, Cam, Andrew Luck, RG3.
And to be
That's
honest
when it started.
I'm gonna keep it 1,000 with you. I kind of agree with JC. They wasn't looking for him to save the franchise. It's just the fact Seahawks was focusing on other shit. It's just the fact that he came in there and dominated like he did. That's what.
Even though he didn't have the same amount of weapons as this guy I'm about to say, it's kind of like a Purdy situation. Like Purdy wasn't drafted to save the Niners. That just happened to be everybody got hurt. All right, get your young butt out there then, and let's see what you do. And he just happened not to lose after that. And they said, well, F it. I guess we got a quarterback.
Russ just worked hard to get to where he was. And like
did,
Tyrell said, he ain't had
Russ
no
took it.
competition. So who the fuck is Tavares Jackson? You know, like, be real. Yeah.
No, what I'm saying, we're saying that now, but I'm saying in 2012, Tavares Jackson was in conversation of being the starting quarterback for Seattle in Week 1.
Right.
It was Tavares Jackson and Matt Flynn. That was the quarterback competition. And then like the last 10
I mean,
days,
that don't mean he liked that.
that's
Nigga,
when-
Gardner Minshew and McConnell just had a damn quarterback competition.
No, they did.
Wow.
Yeah, see, that's why you frozen now, nigga. You saying some bullshit.
What I'm saying is that
Lagging.
going into that season, going going into that season, the job.
Yeah, fix your spit, bro.
Going in and out.
Yeah, there you go.
Pause.
All right. So Russ took the job. That's all I'm saying. I don't know if I'm going in and out or not. I don't know.
Oh,
Nah, you good now. You good.
Yeah, good.
This nigga Coop
Nah,
is
let's stay with that.
this man said.
That just didn't sound right. It just sounded, bro.
Oh my gosh. Coop, what have you done to this show, bro?
I don't know, bro.
I feel like that's Ragu's fault, if anything. I feel like he's saying
Yeah, that's really right.
Nah, but Coop,
I'm
Jay,
not-
you wasn't
no,
here
Coop
in Coop's
brought
early
it.
days. It was definitely the New York nigga.
If y'all can name the episode I brought up, pause, then I would take.
Nigga, the first episode you came. What
No,
you
I didn't.
mean?
No,
We could go back.
the first episode was the Tyrell Shower Show. I never said pause on that.
The shower show.
The shower show.
That
I
sounds like
never
a
said.
pause right there. That should have been a pause when he did that.
I didn't say pause on that show though. I never-
You must have. You sound like you watched that episode quite a bit of time, so I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt on that. But it was definitely within your
Listen
first.
here.
When
All
did Cam
Grind
and May
is-
start
All
they
Grind-
split? Because I
All
bet you
Grind
it was
is
around
one of
that
my
time.
favorites on YouTube. So yes, I watch your show all the time. So I would know when I said pause. Matter of fact, I know exactly when I said pause.
It'd be funny with Ragu though, because sometimes it don't even be needing a pause.
Episode 50, when I was giving
Coop-
that Ray Rice take, I did say pause. That was the
Coop
first
came. Pause. Oh my gosh.
Pause.
Pause.
Damn.
Pause. Pause.
Pause. Big pause.
Shut up.
Coop
Y'all niggas
came-
don't know about pause. Fuck y'all.
Coop came on the show, right?
Uh-huh.
And said, and he had, Coop wasn't necessarily a regular at the time. He would like pop out, sort of like the level Tyrell and Jay Will is at right now.
Mhm.
Ragu and Isaiah kept that spit rolling long after the nigga left. So when he came back, it was like pause central. Pause.
It's gotten to a point, Marv,
Because of
where
what Coop
JC even
did.
thought
So
of
it looked
doing
like it was
bloopers.
Ragu and them Jay Will, but Coop started that spit on this on all grind at least.
But
He
they
started
kept it
that
going.
spit.
So what I'm hearing is Coop is a bad influence on Ragu. That's what I'm.
And all grind. I'll take it a step further. And all grind. Preach, Jay Will.
No, for real.
I've been saying that
For real.
for I don't know how long,
No.
and these niggas be
No.
disagreeing with me. Preach,
No.
Jay Will.
Jay
And
Will,
it's
shut
gotten
up.
to a
Shut up,
point,
Jay Will, shut
JC.
up. No,
JC.
Jay Will. No. We're not going to.
JC, it's gotten to a point where we need to make bloopers now.
No.
Oh no, for sure. That's on the way. I gotta lock in one day and get on the
Find the
final cut.
time.
But yeah,
I bet
got
you you'll
for sure.
find more bloopers of them saying it more than me.
That's because they was here more than you.
No, fuck all that.
And you got episodes where I had to literally bet you to not say pause.
Bro, we
One time. That was one time. And I
No,
won.
twice, because you said double or nothing.
And I won.
And you failed.
I did.
and you
The second time I did fail. The first year. Hey, whatever.
No, the pause button for Coop is like the LeBron hate for me because remember y'all had to bet on me on that. Not to mention
Oh
that.
yeah, we bet that this nigga couldn't go a whole episode without mentioning LeBron, bro.
I won that stuff too. I won.
Did you ever get your gift card?
No, he never gave my gift card.
Flex, what the F is up with you, bro? It seems like you don't ever
He ain't
pay
never
up
get-
on
he
your
don't
bets,
never
nigga.
get on that.
Coop, did you
You
get
just
your money?
reminded me.
Of course
Bro,
I
you just
did. You
reminded
thought,
me
oh,
that
that's
he gave me
not.
my money. You just reminded me. I'm about to call him after this.
Yeah, he owe
You
my
reminded
nigga
me,
Rel a gift card.
My man Ragu says I'm not a bad influence on y'all.
Wow,
I don't believe
that's
that.
not biased at all.
That's very nice.
Stop hating. Stop hating.
That's not
Very
biased.
good-
That's
very
that
good
follow.
deal
That's
right there.
that follow from Bernard / no big deal.
What I look
Brethren
like, Dre?
blood right there.
What I look like, Dre? No, I ain't something like that.
You know you right. I ain't gonna do you like that. You right. Cause you'll let Ragu have it if you feel me.
Yo, come on.
All right, let's go. Browns and Bengals, man. AFC North business.
That's all you.
Everybody go
Tyrell.
first. No, everybody go first.
Nigga, don't want to talk about y'all sorry niggas. You go first. If you
I
talk,
got a rant, bro.
y'all ain't got
Y'all-
nothing to
y'all gonna
talk
let me
about,
rant?
nigga. Y'all 3-12.
I'm not gonna talk about this game.
F a nigga me.
I'm
No,
not
y'all
gonna talk
got,
about this
y'all
game.
got your first round pick this year.
Look, hold on.
Who they got
I'm
first?
not
round?
gonna. I'm
Do
not
they got
gonna
a
talk
first
about
round
this game. Yeah, we do. We got a first round.
So
I think
what
we're
y'all
sitting
what y'all
at-
going like
I think we're sitting
5?
at 4. 4 or 5, something like
About to
that.
ruin another person's career.
So can I-
Oh, so y'all in y'all ain't taking Travis. Y'all need a quarterback.
Mm,
So y'all going
no,
Shador
we need offensive
or
line.
Cam?
Jalen
No, we need
Milroe.
offensive line.
Wait, are y'all gonna take a quarterback? Because I heard y'all starting Deshaun next season.
I don't think they will.
You say
I
you
don't
think they
we
will,
should.
Jay?
I don't think we should take a quarterback. I don't think we should.
So you gonna rock
if
out
we
with
take a
Deshaun again, nigga?
Well, if we draft a quarterback, it's going to be like the Chicago Bears incident with the offensive line. We have to rebuild our entire offensive line. Like we have aging veterans or guys that
What
can play
happened? Because
straight
y'all had a
field.
good line last year. Y'all had a great line last year.
One players got older. We lost Bill Callahan to the Titans, and who was our offensive line coach, and people just got injured. We got to retool this whole entire offensive line. We got to.
But that would be too like right.
I'm not thinking quarterback.
They're not gonna do that.
Yeah, they not. But
How often do we see teams actually address they line? Like the Chargers just did it this season. Shout out to them. But
well, I mean,
you rarely see that
All,
though.
You can't pass up on a Joe All. You really can't.
I mean, 4 teams did. Chicago did, and they definitely needed him.
Colts did it
crazy.
They should have traded down and got another pick.
But Marvin is right, and that's we have a Hall of Fame pass rusher, and we've ruined 8 years of this man's career. He's not staying. He's going. He's getting traded this offseason because
I seen some trade talks. They talking about who was a favorite.
Let me ask you something, Tyrell. How do you feel about Miles saying that he don't want to be a part of no rebuild? What y'all gonna do with him?
I love it. I love it. Good, because that's the one thing those Browns fans talk about with Joe Thomas. We're like, why did you not leave? And we all sit back and go, why didn't you not take that trade? And we're all saying to Myles Garrett, don't be stupid. Get out of here. Get out of here. Like, while you're still young, still have talent, and still can contribute.
How old is Myles now? 28, 29?
What made Cleveland O-line so
like
great
that.
last year?
He's not even 30. He's not 30. Part of it was Bill Callahan. Bill Callahan is the best offensive line coach in the league.
Nigga, did you just ask the same question? Not just ask, but remix it.
Yeah. Yeah, I pretty much answered this. I pretty much answered this already.
But you grow by now, nigga.
He's not he's a
AI shit you got going on.
All right, so who y'all think is good fits?
JC, I told you where I'm at. That's probably why. I already told you where I'm at.
I hear you. What teams do y'all think are like the best fits for Myles Garrett that realistically can get him? Because I heard I think people was trying to say the Eagles, but I don't see that with their cap situation.
It's just a popular choice,
and that's OD.
You know what I can see?
Like
you know what I can see? And maybe it's y'all cap situation.
The nigga that have Von Miller and AD on his line talking about something OD. Yeah.
I see the Rams. I see the Rams.
Myles ain't coming to the Rams.
Logistically, I see the Rams.
Bro, we rocking out with the young guys, bro. Why would we let that hit our cap like that? We just got rid of Ramsey for that same exact reason. They gonna rock out with the young guys, bro. They're not finna take Myles Garrett.
Yeah, they trying to.
Well, that's why I say I don't know.
We're on pace to win 11 games with a bunch of young niggas on the front seven.
Wherever
that's
Garrett
why I didn't know
goes,
what y'all cap situation was.
And the only way we would get Myles, and I think I know why you want him too, Nick. You want us to have him too. You ain't slick because you know Snead be saying F them picks, and you think you finna just take all our picks and spit, nigga. We done with that spit. We need our picks now. We ain't got AD no more. All right.
Ragu say he gonna go to the Raiders.
Of course Ragu say anytime. Cool. If you haven't noticed, anytime somebody's on the market, he says they going to the Raiders. And basketball, when somebody's on the market, he say they going to the Lakers. Every time.
No, he's not going to.
That nigga, if he don't want to be a part of a rebuild, why the F would he go to them?
I can see him being on a team that's just trying to become a contender. I feel like a team like the Texans.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. He's going to go to a team that's going to give him
a team that can
Texans, Dallas
to contend. He wants a ring.
Yeah, Texans. I think the Texans
Crosby,
are
Wilkins, and
viable.
Garrett is crazy though.
That would be
nice. I think Texas is valuable. I think Dallas is a valuable option because he's all going to play for the Cowboys. That was his team growing up, and they're
Cowboys is a realistic option.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all need a running back though. I mean, y'all,
We need
Dallas
everything.
needs a running back.
We need
Dallas
the
needs
Browns need
Jesus.
everything. But first
That too.
is a rebuild of offensive line.
Dallas needs Jesus, bro.
But this organization, and nothing surprised me for this organization. I've been watching this team for 22 years. I've been watching this team religiously since I was 6. And I can actually back it up by naming players on the team. I can actually back it up. So come on now. I mean, I watched Kelly Holcomb. I watched Willie Green. I watched Lisa's. I watched
this
Ruben
nigga dirty
Jones. I
for
watched
that.
Jamal Lewis come up in here. I've seen Jeff Garcia. I've seen Trent Dilfer. I've seen Derek Anderson. Different players.
God,
Andre
Trent
Davis,
Dilfer.
Earl Jackson.
Who?
You know,
Trent Dilford? That's crazy.
I told you I'm a true Browns fan. Don't play me. I'm not like you, Dre, where I just join the team when they win a championship.
Yeah, but Tyrell, I think you went too far though,
I-
because when I was trying to tell you to be optimistic with how y'all were looking, you just wanted to be negative Nancy the whole entire time, bro. And now look, now y'all really
This
are
is why.
sorry as hell.
This is why.
No,
This
that's
is
not.
why.
No, why
This
is
is
because
why,
of your
because I knew-
negative
because I
energy.
knew it was happening.
Y'all
Didn't
won
I tell
11
y'all
games.
that?
Y'all won 11
No,
games
it
with
is
no
not.
quarterback. You won 11 games with no quarterback. So I was right about the faith I had in y'all. It's just your type of negative energy.
The Browns haven't had a back-to-back winning season. And the Browns haven't had a back-to-back winning season.
Look, he's
That
saying some
AI
bullshit.
shit again.
Yeah, he's saying some
Maybe-
bullshit.
What
maybe
the
not.
fuck?
So tell me what I'm supposed to be positive about.
You said there was nothing to be positive
The
about.
Browns. The Browns.
You said there was nothing. You said there was. Wait.
Oilers were still in the division.
Wait. You said there was nothing to be
What is there to
positive
be positive
about.
about?
No, I said there was nothing to be positive about at that time.
Yeah, you're correct. I said that. Nothing to be positive about.
That
JC,
is crazy,
when
bro.
did you become a Rams fan? When did you become a
2016.
Rams fan?
2016.
Okay, you really haven't experienced and endured the losing I've dealt with for 22 years.
Jeff Fisher.
You haven't experienced Marvin 7-9. Come on. And y'all got Sean McVay next year. Marvin,
This nigga said
have you
Fisher.
experienced the
Nigga,
losing
I didn't know.
I've
Hold on.
experienced?
Nigga, I didn't know help was on the way. First of all, nigga, as Rams fans, we was pissed off at the time because we literally had just gave Jeff Fisher an extension and then fired the nigga later.
that was crazy.
So that was some retarded shit that
that.
we was confused. Like, what the F is that? So, nigga, I had to deal with some incompetency, at least seemingly.
At least seemingly. Marvin,
at the time.
You experienced incompetence. You're a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. You haven't experienced
We
incompetence.
didn't know Sean McVay was going to be our all-time coach and leader. Who could have predicted
Dre?
it?
Yeah, I was about to say you gonna say Dre.
Okay.
Yes, he has.
Well, you experienced a little bit of it. Dre, he's starting to experience it. I've experienced it my entire life, consistently.
Well, that just goes to show you how
you can
need to better yourself now.
And like I said a million times before, Tyrell, y'all never had a roster like that. Y'all never had a roster like that.
And what sense does that make?
Yep.
And that just goes to show you they still sorry as hell.
Has F up this roster.
That's what Norman kept trying to tell me. Every time I would say that, he'd be like, "Nigga, it's the Browns. It's the Browns."
Don't be holding back.
Every time Norman would say that, it's the Browns. Like, nigga, something gonna go wrong because it's the Browns.
And Andrew Berry has made horrible pick after horrible pick. His picks have not worked out. They inherited what John Dorsey was trying to build here before Paul DePodesta ran him out of town because he's a power-hungry asshole. Like, dude, I knew this was going to happen. And that's why I hate this team so much sometimes, man. It's brutal, bro. It's brutal.
I ain't gonna lie. A Browns fan sounds like a domestic violence relationship.
It is. It is.
Browns fans sound like they
Well, what would you call Dallas?
No, need to just choose wisely.
Dallas would be a live. That's a live. Nah, that's like a living in Delulu. You know what I'm saying? To where like your man or your woman knows how to paint it to look a certain way. You know what I mean? But then they let you down like right before you feel like you got over the finish line finally. That's Dallas. And then you let them. It's like being in a relationship with a pimp. They sell you hopes and dreams, and they make it sound good. That's Dallas.
But I knew after week 4 in this season, I knew the Browns was not a 5-win team. After week 4, I knew it. Didn't matter who you plugged in that quarterback.
That's just because you a negative Nancy nigga. That's all.
And they're going to prove it. Dude, when you watch a game and the game is over before halftime even starts, don't call me negative. This is just facts.
So where do you,
the off season that is coming is going to be absolutely treacherous because we are cap space hell because we wanted Deshaun Watts under the towel and sign him to all that money. We can't cut him. We're in hell because we're in hell because Myles Garrett is leaving.
No, this nigga did, bro. Y'all done came up with some names for that nigga, boy. That nigga said Deshaun was under the towel. Oh, that's deep. This nigga is stupid.
You know, and again, you're right. There is a possibility that Deshaun Watts team is going to be starting. It is a possibility.
Man, y'all are crazy. Yo.
Bro, that's them niggas, bro. They be coming up with some names for that.
Bro.
This nigga said Watts team. I'm dead. Bro.
So it's like, yeah, Myles Garrett.
So basically, y'all are F. Y'all need Jesus.
We're fucked. But Jesus won't even say this. Jesus won't even go back.
Franchise. That's what they need to do.
Jesus won't even go back. Oh, and that's another thing too. I'm telling y'all this right now. If this stadium thing don't work out, like
now you're just giving them fuel to go off of,
or whatever it may be.
That shit ain't, they fan base ain't shit.
Oh, hey, here's the thing: either. The Browns might be moving again. That's the funny. That's what makes
Coop couldn't be any happier for this misery.
That's the funny thing about all this is that there is a strong possibility. There's a strong possibility that the Browns. Hey, fuck you. Look, there's a strong possibility.
They need to die as an organization.
Oh, they're about to because the organization's about to move. There's a strong possibility this organization's moving.
Damn. Are you still gonna be a Browns fan?
Why?
If they move?
Probably not. Nah? Why? You got to understand this stadium situation is more messed up than the national media's report.
But you took the Baltimore Ravens team. So you just gonna go root for them?
Colts looking
for one bloody second. I'm gonna root for the damn Baltimore Ravens. You damn
He's a Cincinnati fan too, so he got it.
Flex did say that was your
Flex
squad.
said he's a Cincinnati fan, so he got his team.
There you go. Go right over there in the Burrow and Chase. Yeah, you good to go.
He said you're good to go.
And it's still Ohio, so you can't nobody call you a bandwagon. That's a perfect pivot.
So where y'all moving to? Where y'all gonna move to? Where y'all gonna move to? Parma or some shit? Like what the fuck? Where y'all gonna move to?
Hopefully Jerusalem.
I think
St. Louis.
I think either St. Louis or San Diego.
St. Louis is crazy.
St. Louis or San Diego.
That don't even sound cool.
St.
Louis Browns.
It's just the Browns.
Hey, but you want to know what's so funny, JC?
I don't think a lot of people are realizing
they can fuck around and win the Super Bowl if they go to St. Louis. That's what they did with the Baltimore.
Wow,
that's exactly what they did.
Baltimore left and got a ring.
Mm-hmm.
The Browns, yeah, they did. They got 2. So the Browns are competing with the Bengals for a stadium. They're competing with the Bengals for a stadium. And the state of Ohio can only afford to give one team a stadium. They're not going to split that money. So it's leaning more towards Cincinnati getting the money for the stadium.
Is y'all owner not up like that? That nigga pockets ain't deep enough?
He's not trying to pay for that.
Why are these effing billionaires so damn cheap?
Because they are. He has 2 options. It's either a $1.5 billion renovation on our current stadium, which he don't want to do, or is go to that Brook Park location, which he's trying to do, but the city of Cleveland and Cuyahoga County is blocking it.
So why he don't just sell? So why he don't just sell the team?
Oh, because he's sucking up Dave Yost's cock right now. That's what he's doing. That's what he's doing. Who's the attorney general for the state of Ohio, who might be the next governor. So he's trying to suck up to him so he can get that money and pride away from Cincinnati. The problem is that Cincinnati is competing for a stadium as well, and Cincinnati and I have to admit this, has a bigger market than the Cleveland Browns. Because Cincinnati has all of Southern Ohio, they have this entire state of Kentucky, they have parts of Southern Indiana, and they have West Virginia.
So if they go to Indiana, it seems like you have a couple teams invested in them already. Would you be a fan of them? If they go to Indiana?
No, what I'm saying, what the reason why I bring up Indiana is because there are those are the portions where Cincinnati fans are going to come in and bring money into the state. You know, whether it's buying the merchandise, buying tickets,
Oh, y'all
traveling
shit
to
is
the
crazy, bro.
state.
Hell yeah.
Brings in
So that means
saying-
we're spending too much time on these
You think
losers.
Exactly.
it's gonna
And he's saying bullshit.
Yeah.
prioritize
All right, fuck them. Next game.
when you're getting money from two, 3 different states.
Yeah, we are spending too much time on a
Fuck them
3-win
next-
team.
fuck
I
them
ain't
next
gonna,
game.
I ain't gonna cap.
Yeah. Fuck them.
Who you? One last question. Who you want in the draft?
Who do I want in the draft?
Yeah. With that first pick.
Does it matter? After he just said all that, does it really matter?
Just curious. Spits and
I
giggles.
mean, wait, you got that? I forgot his name. You got that one offensive lineman that's coming out of Miami.
You want a lineman with your first pick?
Tackle.
Yeah, no wrong.
Yes, we need our offensive line is cooked after this season. They're cooked.
Oh,
Okay.
damn.
Get ready
So
for
yeah, you gotta
I think
restart.
too. Tyrell said at the beginning that they needed to they need to retool the line.
Yeah, people were saying that in defensive. I did hear some murmurs, like people who actually weren't biased. Some people were saying that all of it wasn't Deshaun's fault and that line wasn't the same.
Not
as the year
all of it,
before.
but again, when Deshaun Watson holding the ball for 5 seconds, at some point they got to be Deshaun Watson's fault as well.
100%. It was his fault. So.
Damn, Jay.
It was a mix of both. I'm not
Why
gonna
you
say
being so
100%.
hard on
It was a
Deshaun?
mix of both.
Pause.
It was a
And
mix.
you got your nerve. You be calling your quarterback the worst in the league every week. Matter of fact, y'all next, nigga. Talk to me. Titans and Colts.
That game
Hey, from now on, if you say that shit on Facebook, shut the fuck up. Shut that shit up, Jay Will. Come on, bro.
was Titan for 7 more points away for me to say him again. Because, yeah, I'm cool. Unless he's gone, someone else gets the
I ain't gonna lie, that game was trash though.
I don't even know what. Like, it was just very frustrating. Like, JT was going crazy. Like, he's
Anthony Richardson is exactly what Isaiah said he would be. He's gonna be a project quarterback. He's a
trash.
project quarterback, so you got to be patient.
He's a Florida prospect, so of course he's not gonna be good.
Oh, don't sneak this to nigga. He ain't here to defend himself.
It's just those before. Like, I know going to next season, it's gonna be.
But Isaiah just did him like that last week, so it's all good.
Yeah, we gotta have to get through the end of this year and then next year. Hopefully, we get a quarterback.
What irony is that y'all got a Florida quarterback? I know you didn't like that spit.
We drafted Anthony Richardson. I told people that he was the last quarterback I wanted. Like, I was like,
Wow, and y'all took him at number 5.
we took him at 4.
Ooh,
I was telling people like I'd rather have old dude in Tennessee than
Levis?
Yeah, I'd rather have him than Anthony Richardson. Which even now, but now of course I'd rather have Richardson. But like that's how like I just did not want Anthony Richardson. He's just an athlete.
yeah.
I want a quarterback, not an athlete.
Jeez.
That's how it is. But that game was ugly. I didn't even care if we lost because I feel like our playoff dreams are kind of crushed anyways. But it's cool.
I mean, if y'all win out, that'll make y'all 9-8. But y'all lost the tiebreaker to Denver, right? So what do y'all need to happen?
God. We're probably in one of those situations where we need like 30 things.
Whole bunch of spit, huh? Yeah.
Like we got. It has to be more than just one.
And it wouldn't be Denver's spot you're taking.
Because even if we tie with them, if we win
sorry sack of spits, bro. That's all y'all. Y'all had one job. I just wanted y'all to beat the Donkeys so y'all could actually have action at that spot, bro. You niggas just effed it off. JT and his idiocy. Y'all was finna go up 20-7 going into the fourth quarter. Y'all wasn't losing that.
Yeah, I think our best shot is the Chargers lose out, and then we need the Bengals.
Oh yeah, God, you said it. God. Never mind.
Yeah, that's right.
I shouldn't even brought this game up.
The other team never mind. That was 2020.
Yeah, you should have. Nah. Stand on business.
Stand on business, huh?
Stand on business. Stand on business.
Like I said,
I've been doing it the whole show.
It's always the Florida athletes. It was Veron Hargraves back in the day. Now it's Anthony Richardson. Got Kyle Pitts over there. It's always the Florida athletes. That's always underperforming, but it's cool.
Pitts is a Florida guy?
Yep.
Miami.
Straight out of Florida.
He was a Miami dude. Punk ass Miami niggas. That's what we used to call them up north.
Them tight ends is different these days, huh? They be coming out, the prospects.
Well,
now I'm gonna ask y'all, do y'all want to talk about Vikings and Seahawks?
Okay,
Let's talk about it.
Seahawks.
It's my pleasure. You feel me? Like Minnesota took care of business for us.
That's why you want to talk about
But
it.
I asked though. You know what I'm saying?
Being courteous first.
But you see it. You know what I mean?
Seahawks really messed up these past couple weeks. They looked awful against the Packers, and this week they just don't deserve a playoff spot to me. I hope they don't get it. So is their chances kind of crushed? Like how are they looking?
So okay, this is the scenario. I've been researching it nonstop the last 2 days. So I think if we're in a good position. Like we need to beat Arizona. Like if the Rams win Arizona, it's pretty much all but over, right? Especially if we beat Arizona and the Seahawks lose to Chicago, I think it's over. Period. Like Seahawks don't have a chance. If the Seahawks beat Chicago and we beat Arizona, the worst case scenario would be Seahawks beat us on the last week. We have a tied division record.
I have no idea, dog.
We have a tied division record and I believe a tied conference record, if I'm not mistaken. And then it goes to strength of victory.
Ugh, that's disgusting.
Yeah, and I think we beat the Bills, so that's gonna help us. And it would be some stuff we need to happen.
So I wonder if it's that.
But
deep.
we would have to lose to the Cardinals and the Seahawks.
Yeah, so I guess if it's that deep, like it's not like a committee of people who choose that. It's an actual computer who chooses who has the harder.
Yeah, because it's gonna go off of the win percentage of the teams that you beat by the end of the season. So yeah, you said it perfectly.
Gotcha.
So yeah, they kind of need God in a way too, just like you. But if we just win, like if we just take care of business, we should be good. I mean, Caleb and them can help us out. He probably won't because I've been talking spit about him all year, but they can help us out and take care of Seattle, and then we could talk about resting niggas on the last week. But you know, that's where
they could beat them niggas too. That's gonna be crazy.
Chicago.
Yes.
Yeah, I could see it too. The way they've been playing, I could see it. But yeah, if they do that, then yeah, we pretty much we in good shape. But I think like we didn't because so Atlanta's what 8-7, so then like we don't clinch third seed though, so we could be playing for third seed. But honestly, I don't think McVay's gonna care about that split. Whoever we play, we play. You know what I'm saying? Bring that split on. So
Just win.
that's where it's at. Exactly. Just win our games and let the chips fall where they may. Don't lose, nigga. So don't leave it up to a computer. It's crazy though. 1-4. 1-4. Ever since Coop made that comment, we turned up. I still want my cut, nigga. All that bread you made after talking shit.
We'll talk about it.
All right, let's go to the third in Josh Allen's side. Pause. Patriots and Bills.
Well, had a terrific start. Had a solid 14-0 start, but Bills did what the Bills have been doing all year. They continued to fight and they got themselves right back in the game. I think what really hurt our defense was that touchdown run that Buffalo had from midfield. Once they broke from that, it looked like everything went down.
I ain't gonna lie, I was hoping y'all popped these niggas, bro. I seen y'all had a good lead on them, but then y'all just turned into the Patriots, bro.
I think that one fumble Drake had and the Bills recovered it hurt them.
That's what did it.
They was really doing. And shout out to Hunter Henry for winning. They getting that touchdown for me. Appreciate you. But
This nigga always got the right player, boy.
But for real,
Got to. But other than that, fuck the Patriots. But no, here's that pissed me off because they was a 14-point spread,
yep. Oh,
and I knew I was like, they ain't no way the Bills gonna blow them up.
They never blow out the Patriots. Matter of fact, I think they lost to them last year, if I'm not mistaken.
I think they did.
Patriots popped them last year, so they always struggle with the Patriots, bro. Like,
I thought they was gonna get them this year. I really thought. So.
yeah.
I was like, what the fuck going on?
The Patriots have a tendency to where like they be sorry as hell, but the wins they do get be like the best teams in the league. I don't know what that is, or like the most elite offenses. Like maybe it's because it's cold, or it's just something about I don't know, something about New England. Like,
but also too, it's at the end of the day too. Josh Allen and the Bills as a team collectively after going down 14-0, I feel like what they did was just they didn't panic. They just breathe, one play at a time, one step at a time.
how do you feel about tanking? Like, did you want to lose that game?
No, absolutely not. I don't care. I'm with you on the whole tanking thing, JC. I'm not trying to. I don't believe in that. Isaiah, Ragu, and everyone else.
You gonna get who you gonna get?
No, I want to get.
No, Ragu don't believe in that either. That was Isaiah. I just talked to Ragu last night. He's like, we'll talk about it in a minute, but he was the only one. Like, he's the only Raider fan I talked to that wasn't mad about yesterday. I mean, about
he never been that tanking type.
I know Isaiah was mad that they beat the Giants though.
Yeah,
help is on the way.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a minute. But so you're saying like you cool with wherever y'all fall, whoever y'all end up grabbing, like you good to go. I think you know why another reason Dre is probably cool because he got his his quarterback already. So it's like he really don't got to stress as much. They could really just go best player available, whoever's there. They don't have most of the teams in that top 5 are desperate for a quarterback right now. So
it's just now we solved our first issue, which was get our QB, but now it's figuring out who's going to fit around him. Pause. I feel like that needed a pause.
Yeah, that's a good pause for sure. Definitely a pause. All right, that's enough for y'all. Sorry, niggas.
Fuck you.
What about you, Jay? Are you? Because before we get to this next topic, it's gonna be pretty much that. Do you believe in tanking for your guy or just letting the chips fall where they may and go out there to win?
I mean, I saw us tank for our guy in 2022, and you see how we are right now.
That's facts. That's facts.
I believe in having faith in your GMs and scouts.
Y'all take for Anthony Richardson. That is crazy to think about.
The faith in your GMs and scouts. They should be able to draft. They should be able to make the right choice.
Thank you. That's what I've been saying the whole time. Scouts, do your effing job. The only niggas who be worried about I want a top pick or I want the number 1 pick is the teams that don't know how to effing draft. A team that know how to draft, you see Telesco took that 13th pick in stride. Like, oh yeah, I'm good with this fit. Let's go. And look what he got out of it. If you know how to draft, you good. We said, the Rams said F them first round picks for years, and we finally got one, and look what he doing. What was Jared Verse? Like 18? Coop, I know y'all covered him. What was like 17, 18 or some spit like that? 18. Yeah. We got Jared Verse with the 18th pick.
Just chilling. Nobody was drafting offensive round, or defensive linemen or defensive players in general. So Rams were just kind of chilling.
Exactly.
Y'all thought like, okay, this is great. We still got all the options on defense on the board. Let's go ahead and pick our guy, and you see how it's working out for y'all. So I mean, just
and Jay, I brought this up the last couple of weeks, but I'll say it because you here. One of the things that our undrafted linebacker Spates has said was, he brought up a great point because they asked him like, hey, how you feel about not getting drafted, but now you're a starter practically. Like he's probably our best like linebacker right now, if I'm being honest. And he said his response to it was, I'm not tripping off that because how many times does somebody get taken in the top 5 and then you don't even hear about him 2 years from now?
I think some people don't understand, and especially some scouts and GMs, drafting is basically a game. Everybody else is your competitors. We saw when the Vikings went in and got a quarterback, the Raiders kind of feel like they got a little bit of panic mode, and they just said F it and just
Best
selected
player available.
which is cool. But you can obviously tell it's like they kind of just wanted a quarterback, and they thought that quarterback was going to be available. He wasn't there, so they.
If you want me to be honest, though, I don't think they were going to take JJ.
I think they were going to take a quarterback.
I don't think JJ was one of them. I think once Penix went off the board, I don't think they were willing to take any of them. I don't even think they would have took Bo, to be honest.
Really, I thought Bo was a lot for the Raiders, to be
I don't
honest.
think they was going to take Bo, bro. Because even Denver tried to bait them or something and asked them, like, hey, do you guys want to trade up to take a quarterback? And the Raiders was like, no, we cool.
Exactly.
It's just funny though. Like I said, it's like the Raiders could have been, or the Rams could have been like, eventually some of these defensive players are going to go off the board, so we may need to trade up. But the Rams were cool. They let everything happen. They got their guy regardless. So you know what I mean?
At 18. So if that don't tell you to just do your job, scouts, then I don't know what will. Again, those top 5 picks are for niggas who don't know how to draft.
Exactly. Like I said, it's just drafting is a game. It just depends on who.
There's a reason that the Jaguars are more than likely finna pick their number 1 pick for the 3rd time in the last 5 years.
Damn.
And shoot, wasn't Puka a 5th round pick?
You could probably stretch that out a little bit longer, Pauls. Like last 10, 15 years, they've been commonly.
What Puka was a 5th rounder, right?
Puka was a 5th rounder. Kyron was a 5th rounder.
Mm-hmm.
Byron Young was a 4th rounder. Kobe Turner was a 4th rounder.
Look, I always see draft picks like this. The higher your draft pick, the more leeway you got in the organization. Because
so what be y'all problem?
A first round pick can make more mistakes than an undrafted.
So what be y'all problem, nigga?
The Browns just suck ass.
All right, let's go. Speaking of draft picks, Jags and Raiders, man. We know what the topic was around this game.
I wish Ragu or Isaiah was here to talk about this.
I know, but make sure y'all go check out Follow from Burners. I talked to Ragu last night, so I know how he feels about it. But he just did a show. I haven't checked it out yet, but I'm sure he addressed that. So make sure y'all go check that out to see his perspective on it. But my brothers that's here on this beautiful Christmas Eve, how y'all feeling about all the Raider fans crying and spit because they beat the Jags?
I mean, who was really crying though?
Isaiah.
What? Have you been online?
Besides, what's his name?
Maybe you got to go on Twitter.
Oh,
yeah, you might want to go on Twitter.
Yeah,
they were crying.
They was going nuts on there.
Yeah,
even Isaiah, look at Isaiah.
I put that one comment on there. I was like, nigga, please.
Even Isaiah was going nuts about that shit. Oh yeah, Coop, you did help me and you got on there. You're right.
Yeah, I did. I was like, yeah.
Like, nigga, kick back. Help is on the way.
Right. Hey,
I'm looking at that Facebook like they lost the
title. I'm sorry, but
no, for real. No, Tyrell, say that shit again for the people in the back.
They treated that win like it was a playoff loss.
Like they lost a playoff game.
Yes.
Like that's disgusting as a franchise.
Look at the Raiders Facebook post when they posted.
Have some shame, nigga.
Fans are just complaining. They're like, they just win at the worst time.
They talking about firing Antonio Pierce because he won the game. Did y'all see that?
Yeah, I did. And
they said fire him for winning the game.
That's fucked up.
I was gonna say I really hope that was like fake or fan made because that is crazy.
No, it wasn't.
Even the media asked him about it, and he was like, "Hey, talk to Telesco."
They're in the comment section talking about drafting Dylan Gabriel now. Like that's how pissed they are.
Oh, y'all niggas.
What's wrong? But see, what's wrong? See, that's the problem with the scouts, Jay. Like everybody trying to find that easy splash, as if like you're not gonna find. You can't find a good quarterback outside of the top 5 or top 10.
Nothing wrong with that.
It happens all the time. It happens all the time, bro. The last pick of the draft, even though I talk my spit, but the last pick of the draft was just an MVP talks last year. Regardless of what the circumstances was, he was in MVP talks. So, like, come on, man. Mahomes was what? 13th pick, 12th pick?
And
what we talking about?
Smith.
I don't know why motherfuckers want to tank anyway. That's for just people who know what the fuck they
Mitch Trubisky was the number 1 pick in the same draft as Mahomes. Let that sink in.
Exactly.
The F are we talking about?
Where he at now? Oh, that's right. He Yeah.
Somewhere.
He's somewhere.
Somewhere in America.
Car insurance.
I'm proud of my brothers. It sounds like y'all don't believe in that split either. Isaiah.
No,
So
I mean,
Isaiah's
like
on the
you said,
hill.
It's just
he has a right to his opinion. I give him that, but he also sounds fucking stupid at the end of the day. Like wanting to take you, nigga. You got a top 10 pick. Make it work.
I don't want to purposely lose.
And it's like the thing is, they
What is
desperately need
purposely
they
losing?
desperately, and I don't mean to talk spitting in here, but it's like they desperately need a quarterback, and he's mad because I want Travis, I want Travis, I want Travis, completely ignoring like nigga, y'all can't keep putting a band-aid on quarterback, bro. Like y'all really need a quarterback. And he's mad because he just wanted Travis. Even if they had the number 1 pick, he's like, nah, take Travis. Like
I don't even see them taking Travis, to be honest with you. There's no way they have.
you need, bro. How long are y'all gonna keep kicking the can down the road on your quarterback position, bro? And it's right there. Shador is right there, bro. And you're gonna take like,
Yet
come on,
you're
man.
gonna try and go.
Who's
and
gonna
get
throw to
Travis?
Travis?
Literally, he can't. Travis won't get the ball because the QB will be too busy running around.
But I think Isaiah, and maybe we can have this conversation too. I think Isaiah looks at Travis like a generational, like once in a lifetime type of player. Do y'all look at him like that? Because I think that's probably what the disconnect is.
I think as a wide receiver, he's an overrated prospect. As a cornerback, I love him. I just don't like him at wide receiver.
Well, he's probably going to be playing more corner than receiver anyway, realistically.
I would hope so. But apparently he's going to make the choice. So I just hope he chooses to play corner. Not.
They're going to like completely let him make the choice?
I would think. I feel like you have to.
I mean, DBs are harder to come back than receivers. So I would think you would mostly want to cover that corner position and then let him get reps as a receiver.
I also think if he just
I would say like maybe like what y'all think about like maybe 65-35?
I saw Cam Newton talk about this on the podcast. You can say it's a bad comparison or whatever, but he basically said there's no way you can play a team like the Dolphins and you have Travis Hunter lining up against like a Jalen Ramsey or a good corner DB, and then
you got to go guard Tyreek and Waddle.
I just can't see that. When Cam said that made perfect.
But to be fair, every team don't got that.
Of course,
I get that. That's probably why you said that's an extreme example. But yeah, every team ain't the Dolphins.
But
I get what he means though, because even if you go to somebody like the Bears, you got to line up against Jalen, and then you got to guard DJ Moore. So either or. That's assuming that they put him on the receiver ones, which wouldn't be smart.
It'll be interesting.
Yeah, I want for somebody who has so many question marks about where he's even going to play. I just don't know, and maybe when Isaiah comes back, he can kind of explain it. But I just don't know why he looks at Travis as like this can't miss, like you know what I mean, like. Even though I'm not saying like, and he asked me this in the chat, like I'm not saying Shador is necessarily better than Travis, but he's better for the Raiders than Travis would be for them because of what they need. Like they don't it's not a thing where it's just like, oh, like maybe we get a quarterback, maybe we don't. Like, no, you niggas desperately need a quarterback. Facts. Unless you know there's somebody that you gonna be able to finesse like the Steelers or something, go try to get Fields or if you gonna pay, and that's the thing, they talking about possibly just going and paying Sam Darnold. Like Sam Darnold is not gonna be the Darnold y'all just saw this year on the Raiders. He don't have number 18 and a Brian Flores scheme defense on the Raiders. So,
well, before you pause, I'm gonna just pause on that. Because I'm not sure if y'all will consider this as breaking news, but apparently the Suns and the Heat are currently having trade discussions about Bradley Beal.
Butler.
I don't know if y'all think that's breaking news or not.
JC's face.
No, I was saying, you said Jimmy Butler?
Jimmy Butler and Bradley Beal, yeah. They're having trade discussions.
Ooh.
I don't know if y'all consider that breaking news, but I feel like that's a...
Nah, that Katie, Jimmy... Booker, Tyus Jones.
All that for a second round exit. Let's go. Let's go.
I don't know about that.
Yeah,
I would watch them niggas. Butler plays defense. Bradley Beal don't.
And Bradley Beal has a no trade clause contract.
So he has to agree to it anyway.
Yeah, he agreed to go to Miami. Come on now.
Right, rather than hot cactus Phoenix.
Yeah, hot cactus mid women versus hot beach.
Okay,
hot
chill.
women.
Okay, chill. Okay, chill. Nigga, I done seen some work in AZ. Stop it. And let me stop before I get in trouble.
Yeah, I was about to say, you might want to be careful. Please, don't get in trouble.
Yep.
F
Yep,
with this
don't-
nigga. This
I'm
nigga
not
real
gonna
just
get
be
you in trouble.
talking.
Mhm.
I don't just be talking about it.
We pretty much already discussed the Niners situation, and we're boycotting the Dolphins, so we don't got to touch that. Pause.
Oh goodness,
Uh,
I gotta watch the Dolphins next week.
No, you don't.
Definitely nothing to talk about with the Packers Saints game.
Spencer
Bro,
Rattler is trash.
30,
Garbage.
34 to nothing.
Dude,
I think that's the only shutout this season too. By the way,
It is.
garbage. Hagabino. Trash.
but the Saints is I think they trying to get in the conversation too.
Why?
Well,
They trying to enter the chat. There needs to be a conversation in general, and Isaiah disagreed with me. We had a fight about it, but there needs to be a conversation about how much dog spit football was played this year, bro. It's like 10 teams with not even 5 wins. Like, and I know NFL fans hate lottery talk. I know y'all despise it, but it at least needs to be on the board. There needs to be some type of conversation because there's been years where it's like we in week 17 and it's like, oh, we rubbing our hands like we need this to happen, this can happen, this can happen. We pretty much know what it is, and we was 3 weeks away from the playoffs starting. Because everybody done already niggas is mad about their teams winning games already. The fact that I feel like the bigger conversation rather than the Raiders winning is the Raiders winning and going from first to sixth. That shows how much dog spit football is being played right now. That's where I feel the conversation needs to go.
Hey, but and then this may be a hot take, but I'd be wrong if I say they need to have something like the NBA draft lottery, how they do like the percentage and stuff like that, and do it like that.
That's what I'm saying. But NFL fans, they hate when I say that. They be like, they say I'm trying to ruin the sport.
Do that.
Purpose for it, man. Like it's bad football being played right now from the bottom teams, and it's just like
Facts.
it's only like making it like where it's like 20-30% of the games are really watchable. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I mean, we're gonna be talking more about how you just said we be thinking about this scenario can add up to this. We're doing that, but with draft picks now this year.
Exactly.
I don't remember ever
Exactly.
doing. I mean, usually it's about the playoffs. We talk about draft picks
The playoffs are pretty much set, bro. There's literally like two teams
because
on each side that have a possibility. And
Right.
even those two teams, they kind of need Jesus and a whole bunch of spit to go their way. It's not even like no realistic, like, oh, they got to do this. They even set it up to where they got all these division matchups in the last 2 weeks, and everything is still kind of set in stone. So there needs to be a conversation about that, at least on the table. I don't know why football fans are usually so against a lottery system, but it needs to at least be on the table.
The 3 teams in the NFC North, they all clinched. It's just about where they're gonna land in the season.
Right.
So
Exactly.
that's not really exciting. Then you got Washington, they win, they're automatically in. And then you just worrying about the NFC South. And the AFC is kind of the same.
Yep.
This sucks. This blows.
And then even like I said, even with the Rams, if we can both, I think the Rams could lose out, Seahawks win out, and the Rams still more than likely are going to be the NFC West champion. So, yeah, there needs to be a conversation on the table. Last but not least, Bucks and Cowboys.
No, it's definitely least. You ain't
Uh,
gonna say
The Cowboys are officially eliminated. We talked
I
about that.
don't care if I gotta watch another Cowboys game on prime time, bro. I'm so tired of them. Dude, it don't matter if they good or bad, dude. They get 7 prime time games.
You crazy as hell for watching either one of them games Monday night.
So annoying.
I can't believe you saw that on the roster and said, "Oh, I'm gonna watch this." And
No,
it was
I watched
14.
like 30
it was 14
nah.
NBA games on yesterday.
watched-
Nigga,
I watched
shame
30
on you.
Look, I watched 30 seconds of it and turned the TV off. Okay.
I was watching your squad last night, nigga, when y'all played Utah.
I was watching them too. Don't play. I was watching
Yeah,
them
I
too.
hope so.
I think I'm about to sit there and watch. All I was doing was flipping the channels. I said, nope. Y'all
Well,
on prime time again?
let's do this. And I know what Coop probably gonna say, but who would y'all rather see in the offs for the NFC South, the Bucks or Atlanta?
Atlanta.
ATL.
Listen.
Who cares?
I knew that's what that nigga was gonna say. I know this nigga like the back of my head now. I knew exactly what he was gonna say. But what I thought he was gonna say exactly was who gives a
Yeah, that's what he said. Who cares?
I'll do it.
Man.
Hey, I'm trying to make it somewhat exciting. This, like I said, these niggas all got 3 wins and spit fighting over.
That's another thing too. I've never seen
I
a
seen a
3-1
Raiders
team.
and Jags fan arguing about their team getting ready to lose. Like, nah, my team's more trash. We gonna lose. Nah, my team's more trash. We gonna lose. I
Bro,
seen
that's
that.
how you know you've hit rock bottom.
Hey, I've never seen multiple three. I've never seen multiple
bum
3-1
talk
teams
right
not
there.
make it out of the top 10. Like,
This is
there's
That
a
means
possibility
their
that
whole
these
life
teams
is
not making it out
coming
of the
to
top
an
10.
end.
This was crazy, bro.
Do you want to play in this fire back line? You want to leave it off
But
for a minute?
on the flip
I'll
side,
go in another room because we do got to change your gown.
the best I feel like the
Blood on
best
your
time
gown.
of the year is almost here. I can't wait. I mean, honestly, I was just saying
Wow.
AFC was probably going to be
No,
like
but
the most exciting, but now I feel like, I mean, my bad. I was saying the AFC I felt like was going to be like the most exciting, but now
You want me to
like
put this
looking
on
at
top?
how it's shaping up with the NFC, and I think probably because my team is like close to clinching now. Like honestly, it looks like it's anybody's game. Like outside of the Donkeys, I feel like anybody can get popped. Like I don't see the Donkeys doing split, but everybody else, anything could happen. So I'm excited, bro, for when the playoffs actually start. But there does need to be a conversation about how uninteresting the tail end of this regular season is.
The NFC gonna be a good fucking playoff run.
For sure, man. Every team that's in the NFC, I think minus Detroit, I F with all of them. I like all of them. Like as far as who is in the playoff race right now, I F with all of them. So I want to see what happens. And I feel like even though people are kind of ignoring and writing off Minnesota, I think like they could pop one of them teams that they like ignoring them for. You know
I
what
was
I mean?
about to say,
If they catch them on a bad day, like oh yeah, many could catch a nigga slipping like they did the Saints some years ago
yeah, that's crazy.
with that
The
Diggs miracle.
Minneapolis Miracle.
Yeah,
But no, that's what I was saying. I was like, if anyone can be a sleeper, at least just pop one good team, it would be Mini.
Minnesota. Yeah, which is crazy because remember the last time they made playoffs when they was 12-5, everybody was saying how overrated they were, and you know what I'm saying they I think they went into the playoffs bad, and then they lost to the Giants. Like so, but it's a different feel this time. Like this don't feel like that, and you could argue this is a worse team than they had back then, as far as talent wise, not worse literally.
And I think most of us, I'm not going to say all of us, but I think most of us too on the podcast were a little sketchy on them. We had no quarterback.
Yeah, for sure. Any last thoughts on week 16?
You just said it right there. That is fucking crazy. 16 weeks in.
ready for the playoff.
At least hockey and basketball's on.
Fuck hockey.
I knew you were going to say that.
Maybe college basketball, but not the Bulls. But hey.
So, god damn. We're gonna do one more game. We're gonna do one more game and then we're gonna get up out of here. We're gonna do a name that player. So, Jay Will, I don't know if you played this with us before.
Yeah, I played it, yeah.
Tyrell, I know you have it. I'm gonna run you down some numbers, right? Just the numbers. And I want you to tell me if this is a Hall of Famer or not, just based on the numbers. If you need more accolades or whatever, just ask me. But I'm just gonna give you the numbers. You got it?
Yeah, I got it.
All right. So this is a quarterback we're about to do. This is a quarterback. And this player may or may not be in the Hall of Fame. So don't think about who's in or who's not in. I'm just gonna give you the numbers. All right. So this is a quarterback that has 31,000 plus yards and over 170 tuds on a 60% completion rating. Is that a Hall of Famer? My bad. And only, well, I said only, and has 119 interceptions.
How many touch?
170 plus.
I feel like I know who this is.
I think I got an idea who this
Just
is.
going off of that.
Donovan?
You know what? I'm gonna say
Okay. No, go ahead, Jerry.
I'm gonna say no.
Okay. Real?
31,000 yards,
31,000 yards
170
on
touchdowns.
60% completion and 170 touchdowns. Jay, you don't need no more accolades?
I feel like
Look, I ain't gonna tell you because it would probably give it away. So I'm gonna just stick to the numbers right now.
I feel like you
You give me one accolade. Give me something that's not obvious.
Something that's not obvious.
Yeah, like not an MVP or something like that. Like something.
Okay, 3-time Pro Bowler.
I put him in. Pause.
Pause. Oh my gosh.
Oh, it didn't need one? Oh, it did? Yeah, damn.
Oof. Lord have
Okay.
mercy.
I feel like he'll be like
Hell no.
Can I say the player I'm thinking?
I ain't gonna tell you if it's him or not until everybody says if it's a Hall of Famer or not. But you can say it.
Wait, if it
Why is Jim Plunkett popping in my head with these stats? And because of that, it's a no. He's not in the Hall of Fame.
So
no.
Jay Will is a no. Coop is a no.
I feel like he's
Real.
a Pearson type guy where he's probably in the conversation, but ultimately he never gets in. You know, the guy from the Cowboys, the running back who always complains that he should be in, but
Dre, what you thinking?
I'm saying no, but the only thing that's throwing me off with that is just that's a lot of picks. That is a lot of picks. But the reason I'm also there, I'm saying no, but originally I was torn between because you said he's a 3-time Pro Bowler. His completion percentage is pretty good, but it's just those pit. And I think it's just a touchdown INT ratio.
I'm gonna change my answer. I'm gonna say yeah. It's some tell me it's an error. It's a type of error.
So we got 3 no's and 1 yes.
1 yes.
This is the first time I've gotten this many no's on this question too.
Jesse, I'm changing. Can I change?
To what?
I'm changing
to no?
to a yes. I'm changing to a yes. Yeah.
And everybody else, that's your final answer?
Yeah.
This is Steve Air McNair.
Oh, wow.
I'm about to throw up. Oh no!
Oh, dude, he's an MVP as well.
I'm about to throw up.
That's why I said that would have gave it away. Yep.
Oh my God, Air McNair, I'm sorry.
You gotta throw the MVP in there.
Oh my God,
This nigga cool, man.
Ghost is gonna haunt.
This nigga did not throw
Ghost
that
is gonna haunt me forever.
I thought it was McNabb.
That's what you get. You see, you thinking about a certain player, and you get to answering off of that.
He said, "Hold on."
Still, them interceptions does not.
Interceptions,
yeah. Them interceptions.
Oh my God, I'm about to puke.
So now,
and he's an NFC champion. I mean AFC champion. But he got there.
So now, what is everybody's answer? Let's try this again. Now that y'all know. Is anybody sticking with their no?
All right, you named the MVP. What about all team pros and stuff?
No all team pro. No all pros.
and he got a co-MVP.
No, I'm gonna say
I want to say him and Payton are the last co-MVPs
Oh
in the
damn.
league.
no. I'm gonna say no, bro. Sorry, McNair. No.
Yeah, it's still a no, man. McNair's in the Hall of Very Good.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
It's a tough
Damn, JC, that was a good one.
That was, yeah.
I feel like
Wow.
once again, he's one of those guys where it's like he'll always be in the conversation as to should he or should he not. Like, you know how like they always pick like 20 people and be like these finalists. He'll always be on that finalist list.
The nominations, yeah. Okay.
Actually get picked.
Wow.
Appreciate it, brothers.
That's a tough one though. I like that. I like that one. That's a good one.
As soon as I heard the name, my heart dropped. I was like, oh no.
Till next time. And rest in peace, Eric McNair.
Yes, sir.
That was a good one, fellas. That's 132 of them in the books. This is our official Christmas episode. This is our first one doing like on Christmas Eve, like literally like, you know, the day of damn near. So appreciate y'all for pulling up, man. Y'all go ahead and spend times with your families and finish your Christmas shopping, whatever you got to do, man. I love y'all, my brothers. I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all been coming through for me the last 3 years now, bro? We started at the top of 2022. It's going to be our 3-year anniversary, bro. So, like, from the bottom of my heart, bro, I genuinely appreciate all of y'all, bro. To the fans, thank y'all for getting us to this point, man. We couldn't have done it without y'all, man. And hopefully it's another 3 times 30 years to come of us doing this, man. The Turning All Grinds, one of the biggest brands in the sports network. Make sure I continue to like, share, comment, subscribe. Let's take this to the furthest extent. Any last words, gentlemen?
Hey, Merry Christmas
some
to
good
y'all.
food. Merry Christmas. Yes, sir. Merry Christmas.
Enjoy the Christmas games, man.
Yeah.
Go Rams.
Merry Christmas and
go
thank
Lakers.
you for
Go Lakers. Go Dodgers.
Go Boston.
Go Irish.
See y'all later.
Changes, everybody's grown, now that's why it's changing. House party, cracking on because T Green had to beat for your boy too. Fisher 15's freshman, I was fresh then, still is.